Like right now.
Yeah, like right now. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hola.
Didn't I put Coca-Cola and Coke in the 90s?
Konnichiwa.
Oh,
They did.
Lord.
As I said, that's a fact they did.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of CritToFailure. Sorry, I had something in my fucking throat. So, as I said, welcome back. We're going to continue our story here with our 7 adventurers. And hopefully, have some fun. So, just a quick update for those who don't know. Most of the people don't know. I don't know why I say that. Our lovely warlock Aerith might accidentally disconnect due to a storm hitting her area at the moment. So she might suddenly disappear. And we're sorry for that to happen, but if it happened, it happens. It's the weather, we can't control that shit. Anyway, is everybody ready?
Electric connections may be having server issues.
Oh, well. So, shall we start here? On some fine music.
Woo.
Amazing. So, last we left off, our party, known as the Dynamic Front, had started their, well, I would say, what's the wording of it? I was just going to do it easy way. Trying to figure out a new way for them to start their new adventures. So, in the aspect, when you joined us last or the first time, they had some downtime for a month to figure out what to do next. And we started our game on their last day, where they took a hot springs / spa trip to one of the most expensive or well-established taverns in the imperial capital, called the Dahlia, a 5-story sort of hotel plaza tavern thingy. Where earlier on from their last adventure, they had managed to gain access to most of its finer attractions, and they spent one of those, presumably maybe unlimited use attractions, to head to the spa and play some card games. They had some spa time, figure out that one of their party members are a bit more feminine than they realized at first. And as well, played some card games and won a lot of gold when luck were with them most of the time. After that, they had done some recon in their month of downtime, and figured out their next part of their adventure is going to be adventuring to a sort of magical tree they have heard of up north, close to a lumber/timber village known as Willsden. And on their travel there, they saw that the Imperial Army had started to increase around the capital. They had started to be mobilized in almost every town, village, or city to increase the protection, as it seems some sort of rebels or terrorists, as you will, to the Imperial throne started to attack certain locations for their high. Immediately left. Amazing. At the start. At the start.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Congratulations, you died.
Oh lord. Well, we did say that it might happen. We didn't know when. But even though they seen the increasements of guards and these rebels being, well, placed somewhere around the Empire, attacking very high, well, Imperial buildings or people who are quite the patriots of the Empire to prove a message. The party just ignored it because it's not their business and continued northward, where they eventually came across some strange, I would say, wolfmen that were surveying a recent village that had been attacked, and they were dropping markers after themselves. And it seems, well, that either the rebels are werewolves themselves, or the rebels have hired werewolves. Yes, it's being typed in the background. Thank fuck. Good thing I do intros, right? But on their travel further north, they eventually reached the outskirts of the timber village of Willsden. That is where we're going to start off our game here, as you are just about now entering the early outside of this very fine timberlands village. You see, there is a wall around it, a quite hefty, thick wall made of logs, and there's a gate that seems to be open as it's midday. It seems to be quite, well, inviting. The party. As you enter inside the small village, it is mostly looks like a sort of very like a cluster of just wooden cabins. Looks like most here were handmade, and it doesn't seem to be a heavy guard hold on the town, but you do see a few guards walking around giving a look and a nod. But they don't seem as well protected as the other army men that you've seen further down south. So, as you enter inside, what do you wish to do?
I want to make a general perception check.
Sure. Good general perception check.
Give me a description.
So, the general layout, as you can see, it is mostly a scatter of maybe 20 odd buildings. It's a very small village. What you do see that is quite noticeable, just get my thing up here. You see what looks to be, you do hear it, as well with you, Hendrickson, you do hear it. A prominent river seems to be quite close by when you enter the town, when you enter the village square. It seems to be northway, and you notice, Huxley, there seems to be some sort of lumber mill, if you will. There's a large wheel, and you do hear the sound of a saw every now and then cutting something. Thank you for asking that question when I'm describing it.
Out of character, did you guys hear that? It fucking struck like right down the fucking road.
I did hear something, but it's continued. You you do see though there is a lumber mill here, quite prominent as it is a timber town. But you also hear the clanging of metal on metal, as you also notice what seems to be a blacksmith just sort of attached into the lumber mill. A bit like Skyrim-esque, if you will. You do also notice a large building that is a bit more modest in the town center, in the village center. Oh lord, that's thunder right there. You see what seems to be a tavern of some sort. It's a 2-story building named the Chewing Beaver. And you don't see much of anything else of interest. You have to go and search the town a bit more.
Can I check if they have a bookstore?
Make a perception check. You do not see anything that
Oh,
that shows to be a bookstore of some sort.
Would I be able to see anything in terms of militia, in a sense, rebels? Any sign of them there?
Make one more perception check for that specifically. Why not?
I'm
Don't see
saying
any.
no.
You see a few townsfolk walking around, giving you an eye. Most of them seems to be just of the elderly, mostly human. Some halflings you do notice walking by. One seems to be just puffing on a pipe as he sees you and walks on continuously. Further into the village, somewhere else.
Cool. Alright.
So, small community, guys.
Yeah.
Well, it is up north, and it is more of a logging town, so it wouldn't have that much in general.
Are all towns up north small?
A good rule of thumb is the further away from a major city, the smaller the town will be. So, obviously, between Kiesgate and Latza, it would be smaller ones, and then Latza being the most prominent up in this area, it would be part of the smallest since it's furthest away from both Latza and Baron. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
Kind of like Brill. Like it.
yes, the only way it would be any bigger is if suddenly there's a, let's say, reason to be up here other than wood.
Yeah,
What-
no, it kind of seems like that. At least the river seems kind of nice, I guess.
But didn't we come up here to look for wood?
Not so much wood, but trees, specifically one
Yeah.
tree. But
Hey.
There's a lot of them.
No, this one's special.
Extra special tree, yeah.
it would be.
Oh.
We'll know what tree it is mostly. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
It'll look
Ah.
a lot different from the rest.
Well, I'd hope so, but
It'll cure
Stylo,
my ugly.
can I see a tree that looks very different from the others?
Make a nature check.
Oh,
Oh
it's on with
boy.
the nature check. What will he find?
Stinky.
what is it?
I like that.
Love the
6.
low rolls today, boys.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
There's trees.
that is all.
Yeah,
My
you just see Zor
eyes.
kind of staring and thinking.
You just staring at the bark. Just
Mr.
like,
Miyats, I would presume it's not close enough for us to see within the town's limits.
No. I mean,
Oh.
let him try.
Good.
No, it's okay.
I-
Let him try.
Could Bobo
Oh, fucking
Okay.
goddammit.
Let him
You've
help.
encouraged Zor now.
Let him help.
Zor's.
Yeah, Thor, what do you see?
Yeah, we see that. Let
Uh,
him help. Let him help.
I'm gonna have a better look. I can't see much from here.
Mm.
So Zor's just gonna start going around looking for an odd tree. A special tree.
This is
So-
this is why you don't let him just do his own thing sometimes.
As he just
just
branches
runs
off.
off and does.
We are not doing anything else. It's okay to let him help.
I guess. Hopefully nothing bad happens with that. Stylo, what is the rough time right now? Is it like afternoon? morning.
rough like 1 or so, maybe 2.
Oh, it's like right now.
And judging from our rations, I would assume we have just enough still. In general,
Zor has 44 rations.
I think you need to be fucking deducting your fucking rations, boy.
Well, we have someone who likes the quality of berries very, very much so. I'm gonna
Oh,
shoot a
wonder-
glance at Hendrickson.
I wonder who that is. Hmm.
Either way, the carts probably needs to be put up. I assume we'll come back here when everything's done. So, let's go see if we can find a stable or a place for it to hitch our cart and everything like that. And I guess we'll walk around and find one, or at least I will.
It's easy
Ah.
enough. On the eastern side, you do see just a sign that has a horse on it, and you do hear the horses in the back and talk to a seemingly nice-looking, middle-aged half-elf. More human features than elven, but you do notice the pointier ears. Seems to be just sipping on like a slight straw of some sort as you approach. Yeah, sure, you can place it in here.
Oh, thank you. How much per night or anything like that?
Well, the current changes, I would say 2 gold per night.
2 gold per night. I'll reach in my bag and pull out 20 gold, thinking that we're going to be here probably at least a week, and give them a little bit extra time.
Are you trying to move in here, sir?
No, you said 2 gold per
Want to keep
per
it for a
day,
week?
and yes, we're going to be doing an expedition. So to
That's
speak.
10 gold pieces if you want to pay up front. Unless you want to pay for 2 weeks.
10 gold's fine then.
Very well. Just hit your horses here. We'll get the cart for you.
All right, thank you. And
Just sits back and you hear him just whistle. I can't whistle that well. And you see 2 stable hands gets over and unhinges the horse's whip and drags the cart. By hand, they don't use the horses. So
well, there's some strong little boys. Okay then.
they work
and
for the
then,
coin.
Very much so. Thank you, sir. And I'll
What's your name?
Gregory.
Last name?
Davis.
Davis. Very well. Well, Mr. Davis, we'll take good care of your horses here.
Thank you.
Have
And
a
I'll
pleasant
walk-
day. Please
You
back.
too, sir. I'll head back to the group at that point.
Alright,
Um,
head back. Saw you are climbing easily a tree.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That was kind of quick.
Make a perception
Hey.
check. Oh,
Hell
he moves
yeah.
almost 40 feet a turn, so.
Yeah, motherfucker's fast.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What was that, Boba, by the way?
17.
But I was wondering if we could look again for a bookstore.
Make a perception check with disadvantage. Considering where you are.
Yeah.
You're not in the central. The reasons why you're not in a central place. You're on the far east side, so there's like barely buildings.
I'm gonna bump Boba in the shoulder.
Gonna shoulder check him.
Yes, Mr. Huxley.
I'm gonna mage hands a big book out of the back of my bag.
What?
If you want something to read, I've got this that's been gathering dust. And I hand him the strategy books on war that I stole from the Dwarven office.
God, you stole that so long ago.
That's such.
Oh my
that's
god.
like 4 months ago, like real time. Like that shit is old.
Ugh.
Yo.
I also saw you see one tree that's big, about an inch taller than the others.
I found it.
What'd you find?
What'd you find? Huh?
Oh god,
I
does
found the
that find-
special tree.
And that
Um,
being,
shouting across the town because he's like outside the gates.
also, get down from there. You don't need to be up
down.
there.
But I see that. Zola's gonna look at that tree. Try. I
It's
remember where
right
it is.
next to the one that you climbed.
Oh.
My fucking.
Keep in mind, just to help players in geography, it's a lumber town. Most of the trees here are regrown at the same time.
Yeah.
So they're gonna grow at the
Zola
same
will
speed.
get
almost.
down, go to the slightly taller tree, and like, I guess like pull off some of the bark to like mark it.
You pull the heavy piece of bark, and you have a large piece of bark of a pine
Oh
tree.
my.
Eat it.
I'll go back with. I found it.
This boy just said, "Fucking eat it."
You did.
Good start some fiber.
Cheese.
Tree bark.
There's some protein in that.
And you found a piece of bark.
Hmm.
No, this is from the special tree.
Hey Zaw, I think there's something that I could teach you in terms of like physical stuff. I might not look it, but I do know my eating. Trees give a great source of protein. They're great for working out.
Please let me make an intelligence check as an attempt.
No, you can make an insight check if you will, and he
Yeah.
can make his deception check to see if he can make you eat.
well
He's
done.
I'll
bullshitting.
use Tides of Chaos. No,
Oh,
fuck you.
Oh my god.
We're gonna
If
make
you want
him eat
to,
the
you
bark.
can.
This motherfucker's
I'm
gonna
using
roll
it.
wild magic and kill all of us because
sure.
Roll. Roll again,
roll
motherfucker.
again, bitch.
No, it gives me advantage for Tides of
Guess
Chaos.
it's
It's 27.
27. Oh,
Even on
jeez.
rolls, that are rolls, but now I just gotta remember that if you cast any sort of spell,
Any leveled spell, then boo or potential kablooey.
Stylo, you need to put like a coin on your desk and put like heads and tails for any time he does it. So like, anytime
Oh,
you
yeah, I
forget to
have.
spell, it's like, oh, is it flipped? Oh, it's flipped. Okay.
no, I do. I have that.
I have
lighter.
the inspiration token. That's what I use for it.
I have a lighter.
Burning shit over there, yeah.
I like
Zor will
candles.
take a bite of the bark and then
Um,
kind of look to Huxley. It's like,
Uh,
you kind of need this more than I do. You need to get heavier or really skinny.
Yeah,
Take
actually,
some.
you should take. You should
No,
take a
no,
bite
no.
too.
It wouldn't.
No,
It
take a
wouldn't. It
bite,
wouldn't
take
do
a
that good
bite.
for me. 'Cause he's
no.
no, no. He's actually
you gotta
physically
do it.
working out.
No, you-
No.
No,
Mr. Miat.
Take his knees. Take his knees.
Mr.
Huxley,
Miat.
you need some. I'm gonna start trying to shove the bark into Huxley's
Stop
mouth.
it.
I will
I'm
assist.
gonna
I will
hold him
assist.
down. I'm gonna just holding him down.
Ah!
It's just shoving bark into Huxley's mouth.
By the way, because Huxley has his illusion up, you're shoving it into his eye right now.
Oh, he doesn't have a mouth.
No, his mouth is at his neck.
Oh,
Why is it going in?
that's fucking true.
Stop! This is my eye.
Oh yeah, it's on his neck. Do it at his neck. Do it at his neck.
It's on,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
on his
that's
neck.
true.
It's on his neck.
Okay,
Who's
I'll
doing
start
it? Is
feeling
it
around
Sa?
for it.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'll start feeling around
roll
for
a
his
D100.
mouth. Oh no. Oh no.
You have done this before now. Fucking, this is how the party dies because of a fucking bark piece.
Mm-hmm.
51.
That's actually really good.
You're fine.
That's actually like the best one on the fucking sheet. Actually, I think.
Yeah, it's the shield that gives you immunity, but it is to see if you can even need to roll. You don't need to roll.
Oh.
It's above 50%.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
I already won that.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Zola's just gonna
Yeah,
feel
'cause as
around.
you hit the bark, you hear it ting! And Huxley, you feel someone just poke deep into your eye and it hurts horribly. But you hear like you hit something hard.
Mm.
There's
Zola's
a
gonna.
crystalline sort of noise.
Zola's going to feel around for his mouth, find it, and then shove the bark
Stop!
into the hole.
You're holding
You
over
got
his
it.
neck, starting to lose breath.
Go, just swallow it. Get big and strong. Swallow. Swallow it. Stop being fussy. Stop being fussy.
With
Eat it.
this situation, you then notice walking up to you. You see two armed guards. Excuse me.
Hello there.
Everything alright?
Oh, just a little friendly banter. Don't mind it.
Okay.
Don't worry. He's our friend. He's our friend. It's okay. It's okay.
Swallow it, Huxley. You need it.
Just like to
Okay,
ask you
let him
to
go.
maybe stop your scaring the populace. As you see, like
Huxley, you're
the
scaring.
same halfling with the pipe is looking very distraught behind the guards.
See, actually, stop being fussy. You're scaring everyone. Just fucking swallow it.
I'm gonna teleport away,
God
Hey,
dang it.
and I'm gonna start sprinting into the woods.
You sprint into the woods.
No, like I'm just gonna get for to cover.
Yeah,
Something
you
to hide behind.
You find like a corner of a house.
Goodbye.
Well, I would say that was karma for the poor joke, but yes, that was
Yeah.
quite hilarious.
All right, we're done now.
With bark doesn't taste very good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not very good.
It's not meant to.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep strong.
I
So,
like how you guys still didn't tell him that it's not for protein.
yeah,
We're not gonna tell him. We're not gonna tell him.
So we're just gonna continue
That
miserably
shit's
eating the bark.
natural. Like you
I
eat
will say
it.
so.
In the start, it's like eating cardboard, but it's harder. Then you taste something quite bitter, very bitter, sticking to your tongue, and the bark bit is stick to your tongue now. It is stuck there, and it's not coming off. Yeah, you have sap stuck to your tongue now, like peanut butter.
Mr. Brian, let's just stop that.
As he
Let me
has
have
his,
that, and I'll-
like as he has his tongue out like an icicle, and you notice in the sap you just see small like tiny flies and one large like caterpillar that's been cut off by his bite once before, and it's just stuck there. It's like an icicle.
Extra protein, I see.
You know, sometimes I kind of wonder. You look exactly like Biff when you do that, but probably a good idea to stop eating the bark.
Yeah.
But protein.
It's
It's not.
it's not protein.
It's not protein. He was fucking with you.
What?
He was messing with you. It's not protein.
So I was gonna start looking at Huxley.
Don't worry.
I'm
I'll-
away.
I'll-
I'm nowhere to be seen.
Make
When
a
he comes
perception
back,
check.
we'll help you. Oh god.
When we
Oh,
get back in the woods,
no.
okay, when we're not
Before,
here.
before you roll, noise.
Nice.
I want to help. I'm
What a
helping.
D4.
Oh my god.
Make a stealth check,
Oh my
Huxley.
God. Rolls a natural 20.
Watch
There's a
me.
1.
Bet, roll a 1, bitch.
Oh,
Ah.
close.
Anyway.
You don't see.
Disadvantage because he's a bitch.
You see like the dust of the Mississippi spell that he does by natural. Like it's there, still there, but you don't see any Huxley.
Wait,
You run towards it and it's not there.
hold on. He used a spell, didn't he?
It's a natural spell. It is not from his.
Oh, I kind of want to say, oh no.
It's by his nature as a spring elf.
Cast
Oh.
fireball, light forest on fire.
It's like with,
You go represent a
if I
house.
were
You just
to
blow
be
the house up.
mean, if I were to be mean, yes, he would have to roll, but it's technically not expending a spell slot, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just. Yep. I'll just go follow the group.
I
Keep an
cast
eye out for-
shield.
Just imagine you hear him poof and then you hear a so he fucking fireballs himself into the street.
Explodes a
What
family
is that
of
distant
six.
smoke?
Anyway, please refrain from eating more of the bark.
We should get
Ah.
going.
While it does have some type of nutrients, it's not protein, and what it does give you is not
Not much.
not much,
a-
and I don't believe it's anything that you particularly need.
Not
Mr.
worth the
Miyata?
pain, really.
Oh, so I don't need the nutrients?
No.
No,
No,
it
not
would
both.
give, if I remember correctly, it's more in the lines of fiber and carbs, but I don't believe you need either one.
It
I
does
don't
eat a
know.
lot of meat.
Hmm.
So,
We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later.
as you talk about bark, what do you wish to do? Other than bark.
Arf.
Yum.
We're gonna get going, right? We already
I
got the
will
part.
go to the inn. Actually,
All right. Tavern. The
the
I
beaver.
already forgot the name because I'm good.
The not like the something beaver.
The chewing
Shady
Yeah,
beaver.
the
Tavern.
chewing beaver. Yeah.
Talking about eating wood.
I love
Yeah.
wood.
It's a timber town. So yes, you enter inside. Assume the Huxley are just staying outside hiding while the others are doing their stuff.
I'm probably already in the inn.
Sure, why not? So, as you enter inside the inn itself, it is oddly cabin-like. Like it's like walking into a wooden cottage, if that helps to say. Like it's homely, it's warm, just like at the right spot. Most things here are made of wood, some pine. It smells like the outdoors, and a bit sap. Is quite nice. You do see Huxley sitting on one table. It's only him in the tavern. At the very moment, that is like not like a patron. It is just him sitting there.
You lied to me.
No, I didn't. There's suitable things and hold on. And I flip the chair over.
No, he did lie to you. No,
I
he
didn't
didn't.
lie to you. He's
No,
lying
no,
to you.
no
No.
need to fight about it. It's
I'm putting Huxley in a heel hold.
oh no,
So-
okay.
Can he catch me though?
Pretty kicked
Make
out.
a dexterity. Make an acrobatics check, Huxley. Make an athletics check. 'Cause
Oh,
you're
boy.
grabbing with force.
Great.
Oh wow! I rolled a 2 for that.
It's still a 14.
I also rolled a 2, but I'm worse.
Amazing. I love these rolls tonight. Now you grab him and you just hold on to him.
Yeah, heel holds are fucking nasty. I'll tell you that.
So as you are holding him in a heel hold, and Hux is just going through trauma beyond trauma, you do hear a door in the far back left from where you are currently, and you see it opens up to a elderly human woman.
Oh fuck.
White locks is a bit like the grandma style, if you know. She has the apron on, a big fine
Yeah.
dress, and she walks out. Hello, I heard some. She looks towards.
Good
Huxley.
afternoon.
Huxley.
Screaming on the ground.
Good afternoon.
They're roughhousing. Don't
Hey,
mind about it.
We're all friends.
We wanted
Don't
to
worry.
possibly get a light meal for lunch, and maybe if any type of information about some things, or a good place to find that.
Sure. Please don't destroy our furniture. Some
Yeah,
light
something with-
meals.
Yeah, something with protein, Huxley. I'm going to start putting even more pressure on the heel hold.
Okay.
yes,
They're friends.
we
It's
have
okay.
some fine meats, some
Oh,
salted meats dried. We have some fine carrots, tomatoes, potatoes. How many are willing to eat?
a lot.
I could go for a meal. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go
I'll
for a salted meat, please.
And you, Mr. Elf on the floor?
What? I'll take
He'll
the
have the
food.
same. He'll have the same thing as the
Yeah.
big guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And you, young boy? Looks towards
Do you
Paul.
have any biscuits?
Yes, we got plenty of biscuits. Got some cookies as well, if you wish.
Biscuits with gravy, maybe?
Sure.
That would
And
be
you,
nice, thank
lass? Looks towards Aerith. What he's having. And he points towards Greg. Okay. She writes it down. Find yourself a table. We'll be right out. Walks back in.
I'm gonna
It's
pull
only
the-
you guys in the tavern, by the way. There's
Alright,
nobody.
cool. I'm gonna find the table right next to where Zaw is choking out Huxley, and I'm gonna sit and watch.
Sure.
Alright, cool.
It's just a large flat table with 4 chairs. You just grab one.
I'll sit on at the table as well, and mention the Huxley like, Miss Huxley, do remember, I know that you're a good prankster and everything, but you did kind of deserve all that.
It was a piece of bark.
Yeah, but remember what happened to the cave? What he did to you? You know?
The joke's not funny anymore. Let me go.
Okay, I
Is,
think we can let him go
Do you
now.
let,
Is,
do you
I
let
think-
him go, sir?
I think you learned his lessons,
I'll put one little more bit of pressure and then release him.
You hear it,
Con,
and you
make a
just
con save, Huxley. So I know how this one works.
That was a fucking.
This is not a
back.
Remember, this isn't a choke hold. This is a heel hold. It's
I
around the
know.
ankle.
I know what the heel hold is.
Well, that was
Checking if
pretty
he's
good.
fucking you can handle it. Yeah, no, you don't dislocate
Yep.
anything. So if you put pressure on it, that shit will fly off. Out of joints. Fun times. Well, yeah, no.
Miss Huxley, do you know what's actually in bark?
Of course I do. I just wanted the fucking dumbass to eat it.
Yeah, and how you feeling now?
It was kind of worth it.
You ate some as well.
That was hilarious, actually, watching him force feed you.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty funny.
either way, I think that was quite deserved.
As you've said before, I'm gonna pull the chair up.
Maybe I'll mama bird it to you next time.
Are you insinuating you want to vomit in my mouth?
I mean, that's what you want.
No.
Ugh.
I don't want to hear about this.
Not right before food either.
No, your loss.
Well, I guess we'll just be waiting, and I'm gonna.
You do have problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put
Don't
wood
we
in
all?
Huxley.
But
Amazing.
I've got problems too.
I think everyone here has problems, but that was the most glaring problem right there. But yes, I believe it's best we eat. Maybe see if we can gather some information about this tree.
I found the tree.
It's not the
Oh,
tree.
No. All right, so what tree did you find? Tell me about it.
Could I insight it? Because Saul is very confused at this point in time.
No, this one is intelligence check because he's not trying to deceive you or persuade you. He's just asking you, and you just have to see if you
12.
remember. What you remember? It was a large tree. It had like sharp, sort of like pin needles type of leaves. It was odd.
Yeah.
And it hurt a bit when you slid down it and climbed up. When you took the bark off, it was very difficult, but you just sort of stuck your finger inside the tree and just grabbed a large piece. Like, very easily.
Yeah, it had weird spiky leaves. It was very
Mm,
tall,
Okay.
and the bark that was hard to pull off.
Okay.
What you've exactly defined was a pine tree, I believe.
We'll say. Probably not the tree you're looking for, but I
It's-
appreciate you.
Pine is actually really good wood, but it's probably not the tree we're looking for. I would assume that
Yeah.
if the tree was so close, it would not have be so secretive.
Yes. But-
I assume we're probably gonna have to make a couple days travel up north.
Most likely the whole secluded area up there. Well, we didn't find it here, but I appreciate you trying. So I'm glad you did your best.
Yeah.
See, all he needs is some positive reinforcement.
That's why he had a supportive dog for like half the campaign.
Yeah, but not a supportive dog. He's
That ended
fat.
up running
Emotional
into the
support
guards.
dog.
Yeah, the moral.
He got
dog.
abducted by r/chonkers.
Hey,
Mhm.
Hendrickson,
Alright.
Yes.
are you a father?
No.
No.
You think he
Okay.
could be a dad?
I don't.
Same goes for you, you fucking alcoholic.
Sounds like-
You're right.
Both of these idiots can't be fathers.
I forgot that the old lady about the whiskey.
Maybe one day. I mean,
It's
You
too
know-
early for that. You need to calm
Yeah.
down on the alcohol.
Maybe one day.
Look.
Me and the wife have been trying ever since I left, but no, maybe one day.
Been trying since you left.
When you
Since
left?
before, he said.
That
Just
was
say.
Yeah. Yeah, before we left. Yep.
Oh, up until you left. Okay.
Yes. God, you guys don't have hearing? Fuck.
Oh my god.
You kind of,
So
you're
talk
kind of
in front of me.
grumbly
It's hard to hear you
sometimes.
sometimes.
It's hard, I know, but fuck. I mean,
Why do
You're
you
a
think I'm
little
on your
grumbly
shoulders so
sometimes,
much?
and
well, how long have we been together? You should know by now.
how long has the party been together?
You
been
wanted
over a
the
year, I
intro
think.
update?
Yeah.
No, it's
think
not.
it's like almost-
You're not even reached
It's getting
winter. You've been
close.
to by
been like
standpoint. It
like
has
6-8
been
months.
4 months. Like,
Four?
You started off in like the start of summer. You're legit in autumn. It has not been more than 4 months. I have counted. It's just that we have fast traveled the days, so it
Even-
feels
I do
short.
want to point out this number has changed several times.
Even with the month
No,
off.
I have counted on. With the month off you've had, it would be
I'd assume 6 months. at least.
4.5.
To be fair, though, like,
I have had to do 5 recounts to make sure it is 4 months and a half. Because you like keep in mind a lot of our sessions happened in 1 day of game time. For example,
be
the
fair, like-
almost entire bear mark was legit a day and a half
Like a-
long in game.
Barum? I thought it was at least 4 days.
No, it was legit almost 2 days. You did that shit in 2 days. You saved the city in 2 days. You just jumped on the first thing
Damn, we're
without
good.
planning. You got
We're
lucky.
fucking good.
I have counted. There's been 4 months and 20 days. I'm not
Yeah.
joking. That is the current count.
No, it was long
Yeah.
because we had to avoid the curfew a couple times.
2 times.
I think there was a few more days, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
You've done it 2 times.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
the first one, then the last one. You just know that the
Hendrickson.
curfew increased.
Mhm.
It just increased.
yes.
It's definitely been some days.
It has been a few days, yes, at least. Okay. But, and to be fair, in that short amount of time, it's still, you know, I'm a bit grumbly, you know, I'm a bit soft, soft-spoken, you know? I mean, it happens. But yes, to clarify, before I left, me and my wife were trying. So, maybe one day.
Well, we can definitely make sure that you get back home to your wife.
Well, he should be able to tell me when I should be able to go home, and I'll point to Huxley.
Oh, because he's running away from his issues. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't shut up about your fucking wife. God.
I said one fucking thing about her.
You know what? Next time, no. It's at night, dude. Like, this man, I have caught him jacking off in like the other side of the room. Like, dude.
As
You
you,
need
say
to chill
that,
it.
you
You
hear
don't
a
need to
door in
lie,
the back,
Firebrand.
and you see 2 figures walk out. As he said, wanked off. Just immediately interrupts. You see the woman walk out with 4 plates, and you see a man behind walking out with 3 plates. Both seemingly elderly. Man's a bit more robust, I would say. But the woman sort of, and here you are. There is the normal meals, and you see it's a bit of salted meat, some sausages, some steamed carrots, some mashed potatoes, some fine cut lettuce, and tomatoes and everything, cucumber. And so in front of you, you are given a plate just with salted meats. Because he
Yeah.
asked specifically for meats. There's a plate with biscuit and a small just gravy, like a small bowl of gravy, and a glass of water. You're all given water. There's no ale. But you're all given out food. And then you just sort of see the woman. Hope you enjoy. If there's anything else, please talk to my husband here, as I am in needing of attention to the kitchen. She walks off.
Right.
Hello. You
needed to
wanted some information, she told me.
Oh, yes. We're looking. We're on expedition in a sense. that's more of a folklore in a sense, of a grand tree up north.
That old wives' tale.
Yes, that one.
I won't find anything up there, son. It's just rumors. It's an old kid story. Just about a tree and some trolls, nothing more.
Well, have you looked yourself?
Do I look like I'm at the age to look myself, son?
You could have looked when you were younger.
I
Does
think
anyone ever look?
details like that, but any
Well,
good stories of others looking and other.
There was a man long ago. 20 years past, I think.
Will this be Mr. Hyde?
I don't remember Mr. I remember a doctor. I don't remember his last name. He just spoke highly of himself as a man of intrigue and science. As well with a naturologist, nature man.
Okay, that sounds like the same person we're talking about.
Yes. Mostly that, and I don't remember much of what happened to him. There's been a few of our lumberjacks that's come by speaking of strange creatures in the woods, but that's not unusual. None has spoken of a tree in years.
Alright.
Okay.
So, I do have one question. If you can remember, this is going to be a long shot, but when Hyde did he start looking for the tree from here? I'm assuming so. And if that case, which direction did he end up start looking in? If you could know.
I have no idea. He just came by, rested, if I remember, for a few days, and never came back.
Guys, I think we might be able to help Caslin after all. Maybe use that this tree.
Okay. Well.
Yes, I suppose that'll be all.
All right. Enjoy your food. If there's anything more you require, just tell me. I'll be at the bar. He walks off.
That was good, mate. Well, who's this? Dr. Hyde?
Do you remember the person Caslin described?
Who's Caslin?
You don't remember Caslin? I
Nope.
just saw that I don't remember Caslin.
Teku's character.
I know, Zor doesn't.
Oh,
Okay. Because it sounded like Norse didn't know
sounded like you
Oh.
broke character.
Yeah.
No.
I like squinting my eyes at Zal.
Who's that big guy we're traveling with?
The big
Wow,
hairy cow ears, you know, the weird nature magic like Hendrik.
Oh,
you know, the guy who died in the prison.
Big tall guy. Yeah.
So he knew like a doctor that was good at hiding. Huh. What does that have to do with a tree?
Yeah, apparently.
Hendrickson slams his head on the table.
Fucking like, dude, he's just like, I
think
hate
that was
everything.
his face more than his.
I was muted.
That was my face on the table, yeah.
The whole thing is, his mentor was a scientist of nature. He studied nature, and he discovered this tree at some point, from what I understand, according to that book from the library. So, I believe that our main goal is to find that same tree and see if it has any way to help Mr. Huxley in his situation. That is the rundown, Mr. Miat.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh, speaking of my situation, I know the joke's fun and all, but could you please not touch my face? It was very painful for some reason. It was a
Oh.
lot more than just what felt normal. Huxley just starts like rubbing his chin. Oh, it's like it feels a little heavier in my head.
All the more reason to find the tree.
Yeah.
I can feel something go under my eyelids when I blink. Like it folds over something in the middle.
I believe that
Your iris, as you hear Air in the back.
It's a little more complicated than that,
if
but
I
I
remember
appreciate the
correctly-
effort.
You should
Remember
show it
correctly, you
again.
had-
Maybe we can see if it has grown, or maybe it's
I-
just a gem now.
I would not do that here right now, but I do think that it might be worth looking at.
In the forest.
Maybe while we're on our travels and not in the middle of town.
Well, I'm just talking about it right here. I'm not
True.
gonna tell you. I don't need people freaking out about how ugly I am.
You hear Air.
Yeah, okay, laugh it up.
It is pretty funny.
I will.
I've gotten over it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I look kind of cool.
Cyclops.
Cyclops are really strong, stronger than Zaw. So you're calling me something pretty good right now.
Yeah, but he also beat the shit out of you, so I mean.
Well, no, that wouldn't work.
Well, it's not like I had the intention to kill him or anything.
No. I was thinking of something else. I
Yeah.
was thinking even if you got your whole situation fixed, we could still technically make you a Cyclops, but we could go to my sister and they're like, no, wait, that's a bad idea. She would get too excited about that and probably put your head on a Tom's body.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't
my
want to meet your
sister's-
sister.
She's not that bad. She's just it. You know the way that you see humans that are not elves, and a lot of elves seem to believe humans are kind of more just pests.
It's more of like the big town ones, you know what I mean? Like what happened in Barham. Like these small town folk, are, like Huxley, kind of you can see his face struggle. Okay,
You know that
Okay.
whole ordeal?
yeah.
She's effectively the same way, except anything that's not mechanical and magic in nature. Usually mechanical. I'm more of the magic person in that sense.
Sounds interesting. Genuinely. Not in a bad
Yeah,
way.
she's so far from humanoids in a sense, even though she is a humanoid, that she doesn't even. She's not even afraid of using her experiments on her own body.
Oh? What'd you do?
She's not fully there anymore. Let's go with that.
Mm.
You know, in a sense, my still defender over here, and I'll point to him, point to the dog. Effectively think of that, but body parts. She's still majority meat in a sense, but I wouldn't be surprised in the next 10, maybe 50 years, she might just be a robot at that point, or more of a
He must have.
cyborg.
He must have hard punches then. Steel hurts.
See, what I'm thinking is that she might be very heavy. How does she deal with the weight?
Same method as the still defender.
Mm.
You gotta understand, Huxley doesn't know anything about like mechanics.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying
we're-
this
yeah.
just for the fuck with you, but yeah.
We're
it's-
fucking backward elves, bro. We don't know shit about this.
Basically, you know that
Kill
diamond that
Billies.
we have in the still defender?
Oh, there's a gem powering. Oh, okay.
She literally has effectively a core.
So is it like a
okay.
hydraulic or like?
I'm trying to think.
Like a pistol.
I don't
maybe?
remember fully on how she got it to work, but it was very much a dangerous situation, and basically her body's powered off of that one gem. And hopefully, it stays that way. I don't want to know what happens if it runs out of power.
Sounds very
Yeah, that
unfortunate.
doesn't sound too fun to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, I would believe it's probably a bad idea, but hopefully she's well, knowing her, she's smart about things. She probably already has another gem somewhere, just waiting for a backup.
Well, you'd think if someone does that kind of extremity to their body, they'd have a backup plan,
Well, at least I know there's now someone in this world to where if I stand next to them, I think I'll look better than someone for once.
Well, she looks normal, but you can definitely tell that there are some oddities.
Okay, yeah, you're still on the bottom rung there, buddy.
What?
Fuck.
I was talking to the dogs.
Through your conversation, oh, I got a burp. Oh, the female innkeep walks back out and said, "How was your food, my dears?"
Oh, it was lovely.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Very good.
Right. Anything
filling.
more, or do you want a bill?
I'll take the bill.
Bill.
All right. Now, as you are new customers, we bring a on-the-house cake if needed for anyone who wishes.
Ooh.
Can I have a cake?
It's
I
a
would like
shared
to,
cake.
like-
Yeah, you can.
You
I'll
would
go
like
for a
it.
slice. Yeah.
Very well, we have two flavors. One is carrot-flavored cake. The other is a apple-flavored cake.
I
Yo,
pocket
real talk.
Henderson.
I get
Apple, please.
shared eye moment. Apple.
Apple.
I would go for the carrot.
We'll say apple. In
Fuck you,
unison.
Apple.
Listen, carrot cake's good.
All right,
Like
I
I
will
want
get
carrot
you-
cake right now.
I will get your bill and your cake. Anyone else who wants?
I would like a carrot cake.
2 carrots and 4 apples.
Yes.
Yes.
I honestly,
Hey, look, she's back.
dude, IRL, I've never had either.
What kind of fucking cake do you want, Aerith?
There's
What kind of
carrot,
fucking cake you want?
What are the options?
carrot and apple cake. It is on the
Let me
house.
get a carrot.
So
Hey.
3 carrots and 4 apple. Yes. Very well. I'll get your bill
I
and your
want cake as well.
carrot,
Apple.
apple, and I counted right. All right, I'll be right back. She walks off. With the plates, by the way, she took the plates with her. And eventually,
Apple cake is not an actual thing. It's more of a pie, probably.
it's more of a pie, but
I'm about to be like,
she
nah, bro, you
looks-
can't make fucking cake out of that.
I'm just gonna say one thing. She looks like she's in her like late 80s, so she probably just says everything's cake at this point.
Oh,
Fucking
okay.
respectful. She's a
She's
nice
like apple
lady.
pie or carrot cake.
Yeah, no, she looks good for her age, but for those who live long, that has lived with humans long, no, she looks like she's very old. Same with the man, but they seem quite like
Lively.
they seem young for their age, if you know what I mean. Like they seem still sprite.
Lively.
Yeah.
Lively, yeah. Like they probably loving husband and wife for like years, and they managed.
Good.
But throughout like a couple of minutes, comes out many other plates. This is her carrying it all by herself now, like 7 plates, and there's no issue because it's not a lot of food. There's a singular large piece of a type of cake on each of the plates.
Oh, I
And
think.
as well with a large note given to Gregory.
All right.
It
I'll look at
says
the bill.
it says bill. For the meat for all 7 of you, and one just picked biscuits, not the main meal. It is a total of 1 gold and 5 silver pieces.
I put down two gold.
Yeah, I'll put down
And
the gold.
those who got cakes, they are given out correctly. The carrot cake is, as you expect, a carrot cake. Brown inside with some carrot pieces in the center, a white
that
sort of
sounds so good right
glazing
now.
on top, with a placed like carrot on top of it, like a tiny carrot piece. On the apple cake, it is an apple pie. It is just an apple pie. You do see it. It has a large, but each one has a sort of melted in apple piece, like a slice on top of it, like on the crust. And on the inside, it's filled with just fine, as you would expect of an apple pie. And you're also given on the sides for everyone, there's just a small bowl with some what looks to be like a white cream. There you go. Please enjoy. And thank you for the tip. Please enjoy your cake. She walks off. She gives a kiss to the man at the bar who seems to be still getting ready with some stuff. Like he's putting out like glasses, cups, and what they're called again? My brain just farted on the like
Steins?
Not the steins. I think that's underneath your
Mugs?
glasses, basically.
Oh, coasters.
Like, coasters. Thank you. Norwegian making English words. It's wonderful. Yeah,
The
coasters.
lumber place has coasters?
Yes,
Oh,
they have
shit,
coasters.
no wonder.
Oh fuck! Wow, I love it.
Coasters made out of
Homemade.
wood.
Homemade
Coasters made out of
coasters.
wood.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
These
Oh,
are
they're-
actually
they're-
kind of nice.
You do have them on your table as well. You just probably didn't use them. They are leathered on the bottom, so where you place your glass is leathered, but it's sort of made of wood. Not very finely made, but it is manageable.
You know, they
There's a
tried
few
their
things
best.
that could be done better, but
They tried
it's
their
nice.
best. It's okay.
it's a very homely feeling though. You're just alone. It's like just you guys in a cabin at the moment. That's how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
And those who taste each of the foods. How much? It was 3 of you who had carrot.
Mhm.
Gregory,
Yeah.
Arif, Evla.
Level.
So, because you ate carrot cake, you have for the next 24 hours a +1 to your wisdom.
Oh, shit.
That's
Those who
pretty
ate
good.
the apple pie, you have a +1 to your constitution. That is your
hell
modifier,
yeah.
not your main ability. So
Oh,
mark
oh,
them
what's
as
the
they're,
modifier?
they're
it's a-
temporary. So, for
So
example,
it's
if
an
you have
actual,
6,
like, full bonus.
if you have a 6, it's basically a full bonus for 24 hours because I had this in. If they chose the cakes, they're allowed to get one of the buffs. It is for
What?
24 hours and it ends. It can, by the way, be dispelled if you are forced to throw up from alcohol and or another effect takes place, meaning you cannot eat your apples. If you eat your apples, this effect disappears.
Okay.
Okay.
Like you feel like you can't fit any more like food in your body. It's like a good berry. Like you feel like you're stuffed.
That is good.
Hey, yo, this cake is bussin'.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, of
It is
course.
actually very good.
Bustin'.
As you see, it's
Very
like
good.
Huxley's stuffing the cake into his
Yep.
throat.
I love sweets.
Just, by the way, mark down your sheet so you don't accidentally forget that you have it. Just remember to take it off. I will say it when you've taken a long rest. So, yeah.
My AC just went up.
congrats, you got for 24 hours or
Oh, yeah,
until a
his,
long
his,
rest.
his is based
What?
on wisdom.
21 right now.
21. Yeah, no, it's home. I legit made this grandma's home foods. And I placed them anywhere around the entire world. So you found one of them.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
honestly, when it's like this is a
I
very
like these
nice
random-
and homey place, I'm like, if we ever expand the tavern, I want to get a location here.
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah.
we'll get a recipe. Yeah,
So
it
where are
increases it by 1. You're in Willsden at the moment. For those for
Yeah,
you
we're,
that
at,
disappeared.
we're at the northernmost
Yeah, you're
place.
Like the town,
northernmost
like-
town.
Directly like north above Keysgate, basically, almost, kind of.
and you are in a
Yeah.
town called the Chewing Beaver.
Yeah.
We go look for the tree.
Yes, I think we'll all prep
Still
up
not
and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll prep up and go ahead and head out.
All right.
Well, what will we need to prep for this situation?
I have a feeling we might need some sort of tools. Unless we need a lumber axe for some reason, which I think would be a bad idea, but it's always good to have it for a backup in case we need to chop any wood. Maybe need firewood.
Okay.
So I saw there was a blacksmith, and I would assume that the axe would be at the blacksmith. So let's stop by there, grab 1 or 2 axes, and then we'll head
Also,
out.
Hold on,
also
hold on.
just give me some thieves' tools. I still haven't gotten replacements.
Why are
You
we
had a whole
buying
month.
axes? There's a
Put my mine.
Boba. You have a hand axes, don't you?
It's just a hand axe, yeah.
Hand axes are not always meant for chopping wood.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and summon my blade as a hand axe.
Wait,
Or
are
sorry,
they?
a proper axe?
Wait, hold on. Are hand axes not supposed? Huxley like puts his like hand over his face. I built my treehouse with a hand axe.
That's probably why it fell down so easily.
That
I
kind of
mean,
hurt.
they can serve as axes, but they're not
By the way,
properly built for that.
for those who notice, you see now Aerith is holding a silvered hand axe that is oddly shimmering frost at the very sharp of the blade, like the sharp part of the hand axe's blade.
It's
It is-
Kratos is a Leviathan axe.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, that sounds like fucking Kratos shit.
You're
Yeah.
gonna throw
Sword
this and it's
movement.
gonna return to you. It's like forward. Like,
That'd be
it's
cool.
legit.
Actually,
I mean, I
it's
could
like-
do
it's
that.
like
That's
Kratos.
the thing.
See, the thing is that is actually a really like I think that's the most fitting weapon I've ever seen Aerith have for some reason. Like it's just I see it in my mind, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But right. So you
The
see, she
returning
has a hand axe that can be easily used to get firewood, which
Not
anyone
hand
who
axe,
has a
just
hand axe.
proper like axe.
Or if you want a
fire
great
axe.
axe,
No, like a just chopping
like a
axe.
well, yeah, no, you can make that.
She turned into
easily.
a tool.
Like the woodcutting axe in Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
Either
She
way,
can, she can just make it.
grab a couple extra ones just in case. You never know.
Okay.
That's
I
fair.
think I have a lot of food. Zor starts counting.
You have enough.
It,
I also have
it takes
spell
like
that
half
can-
a it takes half a minute. We got a lot of them.
I also have a spell that can feed you for a day. You know, if you need that. So-
And I have something else for you guys that I'm gonna keep a secret until we rest the next time. I think all of you will be pleasantly surprised.
I don't trust you.
Ooh, I wonder what it is.
It's something actually pretty nice.
It's
I've
gonna be
been
an
working on it the
explosion,
whole
isn't it?
month.
It's gonna
Oh,
be
you
dark.
doubter.
I don't trust you.
Yeah,
Either
none of
way,
you do it.
I'll see you guys at the northern border, and I'll run off and go buy a couple axes.
Where's North?
No, I'm gonna get my thieves' tool.
So you walk northward, where the river is, and the large lumber mill that you saw or heard actually, and you hear like a like metal on wood. It continues, and you do also see a open, slightly. It's on the roof, and there's a sort of a chimney for the main forge, but you do see openly standing a quite well-built, muscular human woman with like tight braided brown hair
Oh yeah.
that seems to be banging down on a lot of metal. It's legit just. It's a sight to behold for just pure muscle power. As you enter, and you hear the ding, ding, ding. Then you eventually approach.
Yeah, I'll approach and see if there's any axes kind of just like on the
There's a-
shelf, effectively.
You see a rack of axes.
I'll
Like it's
grab
like
2 of
10,
them.
10 there's like a rack on it, and there's like 10 axes total, like larger lumber axes for lumberjacks. And
I'll
you
grab 2
two.
of them.
Yeah, you grab 2. You still hear the ting, ting.
Evlo, are you wanted to get something exactly?
I want to get thieves' tools.
And I'll look around the shop. It's like, is there anything that would resemble that idea?
Yeah, I'll help
Make-
with
It's either
that.
in blacksmith or it's either in the
Make
general
an
store.
investigation check. You have not seen a general store.
I will
Oh.
assist Gregory.
I will look myself.
Mm.
Okay.
17, and he also got 17.
17 is all around. You do find in the blacksmith something that can contribute to parts to a thieves tool set.
Hey yo. So
In
basically,
the
like it can kind of like replace the parts that broke on my old one, kind of.
yeah.
Okay. So we'll pay for like the money for useful things. That's good.
All right, I'll get her attention. Ma'am.
Ding. And you notice as she's like standing and she's about to start another swing, as you say, "Ma'am," she takes her head back and a large like a strain of hair just gets lodged back. Yeah.
We're just here to buy a couple of these axes and this part of the thieves' tools.
What tools?
These right here, and I'll hold up the thing that Evelyn found.
Oh, the scraps from my smith tools. Sure. 2 axes, was it?
Yes.
She just sort of walks over to a small box in the back, like on like a shelf. She takes it out and opens it up. All right. For the 2 axes, let's say 10 gold each. For the mess that were my past smith tools, let's say 35 gold.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And I'll hand her the 20 gold.
Yeah, 20 gold for the axes. Thank
Yeah.
you. She just puts it in the box. Next.
Then Evelyn.
You gonna
Yeah,
purchase
35
your
for
fuse
your-
tools?
that's it.
You
Oh, yeah,
said
yeah,
35
yeah.
gold.
And then I just give them, pull out my little pocket change, and I'll give them 4.
4 plat.
Yeah, my change.
She grabs the 4 plat. Rich folk. She drags it and comes out with 5 gold pieces and tosses to you. There you are. She closes
thank
the
you.
box. Puts it away.
Thank you.
Enjoy. She walks back and continues.
Go back to 2 short motherfuckers.
She's
let's
making
go.
another axe. She had to put it back into the fire and probably now to redo everything because you interrupted. So
Cool. Sorry for business.
Boom.
Thanks, strong
probably
lady.
not. It's probably not her job because she took a bit to find the lockbox in the first place. So I think it's more this is her job. She just knows that people might want something.
Yeah.
There you go. You can
Alright,
mark down. You
I'll-
have 2 lumber axes, and you have parts of the feast tools. They still work as regular feast tools. Just note the DC for them are maybe a bit smaller. In case you roll natural 1, they might destroy immediately. But yeah, there you go.
All right, I guess
So
Lester will show up back with the crew.
We just vibing.
You're back. Just waiting out
You come
in,
back
in
to
the
seeing
streets.
Arab chopping down a house. No, I'm joking.
I'll take one of the
God.
lumber axes and hand it to Zal.
Oh. Okay.
That way, you're the muscle. I have an extra one, and just in case.
Okay.
Being around this crew, I've realized that it's always good to have 2 of them because the first one's by all means probably going to fail.
What proficiencies of weaponry do you have as a fighter? It's everything, right?
Everything. Yeah,
Right,
everything.
this is considered a heavy weapon.
Oh,
It's on the
it's a-
grade of a great axe.
Okay.
Fire
Shit.
axe, right? It's like a fire axe.
It's a lumber axe. Of course, it's like a great axe. It's just
Would
not.
mines work the
double-bladed.
same way? Because I am proficient with any weapon I hold.
There you are.
It would also,
Yeah.
since it would be considered a lumber axe, and lumber axes are 2-handed, I believe.
Yes, you cannot.
Great weapon master.
So you can great weapon
Yep.
master.
Great
with
weapon.
these.
Yo!
Yeah, you can. It's
I have the
legit-
Leviathan axe!
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
legit just a great axe with less metal in it. It might be destroyed easier. That is the only issue.
So would it be no,
Not mine.
no? Would it be the other way around? Generally, like wood cutting axes are thicker. Actually,
They're thicker to keep on, but I mean, in a fight when you're hitting metal on metal, it's a different issue because the blade itself is meant to cut wood, and it's specifically made to cut wood, so it's more sharp in certain edges. Where great axes are a bit more blunt to be prepared for the extra damage. So, it's a bit of a trick. Still, it can be used as weapons. They're just a bit cheaper because they're mass produced. But yeah, you are just standing in the middle of the road. There is a bridge up ahead northward, you believe, that leads into what seems to be the woods beyond the river.
All right,
North.
I assume we go that way, and we'll just go north.
Zor starts walking east, thinking it's north, and then realizing, and then going back to the group.
Nice.
You just get dragged by the collar. Just, nope.
Yeah.
This way. Yeah. So, as you start walking out, for about the first hour, roughly, you'd start to get into more of like it's thick woods in the start. Then you walk for about an hour, and you start hearing sounds of like chopping. It's quite easy, it's like a woodpecker, but slower, if you know what I mean. A lumberjack's sort of way of saying, yeah, they're chopping wood just about a mile up. And it's a heavy amount of sound coming up from there. And eventually, you notice the forest just ends, and there's just a lot of stumps everywhere. You've entered sort of what seems to be like a pocket of where the lumberjacks are, or the lumber people who work, probably a company that works here, just has taken over and cut down an immense amount of trees. See a few lumberjacks already working on the sides on the northeast and northwest. You notice there's a few ones in the center moving around, and you notice one that you probably will be passing while they're traveling through. It seems to be a very muscular man with a very thick, bit frazzled, bright white blonde hair, basically a beard, and he seems to have a very like buzz cut. Seems to have a slight scar on his upper right. Oh, my brain just farted heavily. Jesus, upper right forehead.
Stinks.
I know, right? Upper right forehead, like someone either had something hit him in the head at times and it cut him heavily, but it's just sitting down, just sort of taking a break as you're moving past.
Do I notice anything off about him?
Make an insight check. Nope.
I don't insight shit.
It's a man.
Fuck it.
Well, as we
It's a man.
walk by, so they did say there were creatures in this forest, right? Or there was been sightings of attacks. Someone did say that, right? Old Prune, I think.
I believe what they referenced was the fact that deep in the forest that there are more than likely creatures that more than likely are fairly hostile to anything that's not them.
Okay, then in this case, I'm going to cast origami, and I'm going to make 5 paper dogs.
All right. Good.
Okay.
Play paper dogs.
Like I
Alright.
said, should act as an alarm for anything that's lurking right next to you. If it barks, that means you're probably fucked. But at least you'll know they're there. At least you'll see it coming. At least.
If you say so.
Yep.
So we picking a direction, or are we just walking until we find something?
From what my knowledge, it's just north, and maybe after a day's travel, we'll somebody climb a tree and see if there's anything new, and until we can find some signs of magical things or even the tree itself, we're kind of going in blind.
We're just gonna head straight in, or
We have a
You know,
resident tree checker right here. No,
I
Let's
was
go on a fun trip.
Say what
Yeah.
did you say, Hedrickson?
I said we have a resident tree tracker right here, and that's all.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
so
So is on the hunt.
Yep.
Sorry.
What language is he proficient in? Huh? None.
Keep
Can't
it
He can't speak.
language proficiency as a statement.
I am proficient in language.
Language
any
is
type.
my proficiency. All right.
Yes.
All right. You just continue out into the forest northward.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
will I will study the trees as we head on deeper.
make a nature check
And as he's doing that, I'm going to send Duster
with disadvantage.
above the trees
An 8.
and have him
Okay.
fly directly north and see if he can notice anything of being that I believe familiars are of Fey nature.
Yep.
Anything that would remind him of Fey, since I would probably assume that the tree is Fey in nature.
Sure. Make a perception check for Duster.
Let me pull his sheet up real quick.
I bump Hendrickson. I think we've been letting
Mm.
ours slack a little bit too much lately.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been giving Cran too much leeway.
Yeah, she kind of like dominates over you.
Oh,
She gives
she-
you shit, and you just don't want to like deal with her.
I
ever.
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say that. No. But yeah,
Plus, you
she's
don't see shit.
getting too comfortable. So I'm gonna send out Cran.
I'll send out Gideon.
What? Scran is like half asleep.
It is like 3 in the afternoon. We need help. I need you to go.
am a night creature.
Okay, well I'm not, so I need you. And we need
For
a,
what?
we need we need to find just a sense of general direction, I guess.
For
Also,
what?
You know the giant magic tree that we're looking
Yeah,
for?
yeah.
Why
So
can't
if
he
it-
do
if
it?
it's-
As
the
he looks at
fabled one.
Gideon.
Okay,
We're
well,
both gonna do it.
yeah.
Well, how about let me explain this to you, Cram? If we find the tree, it'll heal me, and then we can all go back to home, right? You won't have to do this anymore if you just do it now.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Pretty convincing.
Why is
just-
Duster's rolls to GM?
what the fuck is what?
Back in
I don't know what I
medicine.
just did. What? I clicked something and now my entire sheet is just kind of like a small fucking box that's see-through.
Oh,
I-
double click it.
Oh, okay, you're right. Thank you.
Yep.
Professionals. Welcome to CritToFailure.
Yo,
I've
that's
been
actually
using
really
this for
useful.
years.
That's what I've been doing this whole time.
Huh, I never knew about that. I feel dumb. What am I rolling again? I forgot.
Persuasion, right?
Persuasion.
Version.
But wait.
15.
Ugh. Come on, help us out.
Fine.
It's your job. All right.
She flies over towards Gideon and like, what? Then quickly he just goes quickly Cran goes, come here, you pest, and she's easily just kicking Gideon further out.
Bully
Gideon
the
just
small
flies off.
demon.
My
Make
son,
perception checks for your familiars.
Yes.
my baby boy, no.
He gets his ass kicked.
Okay, Cran rolls a 19.
Yes.
Right.
Wow, hold on.
Ooh.
1.
Rip. All
Gideon. All you hear
That
as you
Gideon
you
stays
hear-
true to Gideon.
no, all you hear is as Cran is you hear the shouting of Cran further on, and then you hear and you hear some birds that fly up from a tree,
Like opposite.
and you swear you're
No.
My son.
Then you. Hang on.
No.
What's Gideon's maximum hit points?
Oh.
He has like 32.
Did he
Okay.
kamikaze himself into a
Oh, he
fucking
takes
tree?
he takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage
Damn.
as
Oh
he
god.
face
Half.
plants into a tree.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking George of the Jungle with that
And
shit.
you hear Cran like just a small echo. Ah, you're pathetic. That's all you hear. And then they're gone for a couple of hours. And
That's fair.
as you guys are just walking northward,
I'm looking for the tree.
you can make perception checks all of you want if you want to look for a tree. All of you
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fuck
Yes.
it.
We will tree search.
I guess
They look
I'm gonna
for
do
a
that
tree.
there.
I kind of want to fish for a natural 20, but I won't.
You can't. You can only roll once. Fuck you! Tried the chaos. You already used it.
No. With the I have the reroll thing with the class feature.
Oh, look, thighs as precise as ever. Perceptive as ever. I mean,
Hmm.
do it.
I
Well,
found a pine tree.
as you continue, Evlo, you just sort of keeping line. It's just an endless thick forest for a while. You climb up a tree, it's just endless thick forest for a while. Walk. You eventually, at the time when the time's like, you can sense that sundown is starting to appear.
Mm.
I would like for everybody to make a wisdom saving throw. The elves, you have advantage on this roll.
Oh god, wisdom
Of
saving
our
throws.
+1s.
+1. Ooh.
Oh shit!
Oh, we get +1.
Or anyone that ate carrot.
Oh.
That's you.
Wow, I like it.
You, me, and Aerith get +1 to wisdom.
Do you give me a reroll?
It's a wisdom save.
Oh.
Wisdom save. My
no
wisdom save is the
metagaming. You
same.
rolled an 11. You did not say it. I will cancel that out. I heard you.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say it.
You
You
tried.
don't whisper, give me a reroll when I can hear you.
I don't have any extra bonuses.
I
So
actually
damn,
didn't think my mic
21
would pick
still.
that up.
Okay.
You kind of sealed your own fate there. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
So,
Bro, I
Evelyn,
did
you have
not roll that
Evelyn,
well.
You have a +1.
Matter of fact, let me ask: is this a spell being casted?
Nope.
Okay.
We're gonna meet
Eblo-
God.
Boba just succeeds. Eblo in with your +1 fails. Okay, error if you fail. Roll a d4 for me. Both of you. 2.
Both of them.
3. So
Huh,
as you
both
guys
of-
are moving through, the elves immediately pick up on something. It's like a tickling sensation around like your eyes and nose. You all feel like you gotta sneeze, and then you. Same goes for Saw, Gregory, and Boba. You feel this like tickling sensation, and you gotta close your eyes and squint for a minute, and then you look around. You don't see Evlo anywhere, and you don't see Aerith.
Oh.
But you,
Shit,
but
we
with your
did.
passive,
Wait, did the
Anderson.
dogs go off?
The dog.
you hear a
Oh, you're talking about Steel Defender?
the Steel Defender doesn't need to roll. He's a construct.
Are you talking about the origamis?
Yeah.
Origamis, yep, they're fine. Not alerting
Oh.
anything. You look, Hendrickson. You hear quite only like noises to your right and behind you. No, to your left. Yeah, no, to your right and behind you. You see immediately to your right and a bit down, you see Aerith just sort of idly walking about 60 feet away from you. Then you look behind you and you see Evlo doing this exact same thing, just sort of idly, arms down, just sort of head above like his snout slightly, or her snout slightly above their head, and then walking backwards back to where you were walking. Southward.
Huh?
What do you see, Hendrickson?
They, Aerith and Evlo are, and I kind of just like try to point, but like the confused like, hold on a minute, where like what? Kind of pointing.
Sheriff, Evelo,
Yo.
you suddenly like shake your head and sneeze loudly, and then you look around and you're just in the woods, and you look back behind you and you see the group about 60 feet away from you.
What the heck?
I'm
Just
gonna
walked into the woods. You don't even remember walking. You just blinked and then you're suddenly somewhere else.
What are you doing?
Can I
There's
look
some
in the
Get back here.
direction that I was walking?
There's some fuck
Sure.
shit going on here.
Make a perception check.
That was
Sure. Perception.
It's woods.
who would
You
Can
swear
I
you see a squirrel.
I'm gonna
Can I-
hit. I'm gonna hit. No.
can I make do I have any idea what that was, if it was a type of plant?
Make an Arcana check.
While he's doing that, I'm going to take the time and ritually
Nope.
cast Detect Magic.
A bit odd.
Um,
It's odd.
I'm going to hold my arm directly in front of me and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts directly in front of me.
Make 2 hits. Make the rolls attacks. 13. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Shoo, 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 shoo. They fly into the woods. You hear. As a tree just falls, a very thin tree that got the natural 20 hit.
Fuck yeah!
I expected to hear Gideon scream.
Yeah, that would be great.
kills Gideon.
Gideon is somewhere else.
I'm taking the time to ritually cast Detect Magic while they're figuring their shit out.
Alright. 10 minutes pass.
just not just walk back.
Don't. Like you walk back 60 feet, then you stop and look behind you, and you see the group 60 feet behind you. You cast ritually detect magic.
Mhm.
No magic.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's no magic anywhere around anywhere. That's strange.
Then it has to be nature based. Maybe a plant
Mhm.
of some type that usually makes people sneeze. Like pollen does that.
I'm gonna look at the. Can I inspect the ground and the grass?
Make a nature check.
Aerith, tell me, do you have a pollen allergy?
Do I have a pollen allergy? Let's roll for it.
There's
Are
grass.
you allergic?
We're
And
gonna roll for if
roots
Aerith has
and
a
bark.
pollen allergy. Above 10 she does. No, she does not.
There you go.
No, not one. She's actually allergic.
Hmm.
She seems
Well,
to
either way,
be
catch
fundamental.
back up. We're going this way.
Sure, and I'll start walking back to the party.
Yep.
So
walk back.
Don't. I don't think it's the grass.
She
As that
stands up with
happens,
a
trip on a
grass
rock.
mustache.
Um,
And they're just.
I think from the plenty of books Boba's I've read, do you think he read anything about a plant doing this kind of stuff?
Make a history check.
History?
Yep.
All kinds of rolls being made today.
Nope. I have no clue.
Damn.
could I roll?
Right.
Could I roll a nature as a druid? Just
For
because
what?
I'm plant man. I don't know, to see what's fucking causing it. Of course.
I can't make you roll something when you don't tell me what it's for. If you want.
Okay. Can I check it? Can I check the plant? Maybe I know. I don't know.
Make a nature check.
Thanks, man.
It's a lily.
That's karma. You're welcome.
It's like a yellow small lily that just trampled and was the only one around. You feel sad now. It just stopped its development of its friends.
And he gains 12 depression points.
Yeah. Nope. But you like was odd. Continue walking.
I'm gonna say.
Take off 2 sanity points.
One.
I'm gonna say. Yeah, no, that wasn't exactly normal. We should probably get out of here, whether it's magical or not.
The unfortunate thing is, I feel like that's just the start of it, since we're not that far in, from what I can tell.
Should do like a buddy system. I'm serious about this, by the way.
So what? Tie a rope to each other?
No,
Maybe
more like keep an
lock
eye on
arms.
each other.
Like
We
arms,
walk in
maybe,
pairs
at
of
most.
twos, and we stay next to each other. If someone starts going off at the path, we immediately try to stop them.
All right. Well, that being said, you two better not be a pair, because you two already have seem to be influenced by it. And I'll point to.
Hendrickson?
Yeah, I'll walk with
Mania?
Aerith. Yeah.
All right,
I'll
who's
just-
my butt buddy?
I'll just pick up Evlo and put him on my put her on my shoulders.
All right,
Alright,
Boba.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay.
Just
And
sit on
I'll
your
have my
still
still defender, and I'll sit on my still defender.
Yeah.
Right. So you walk for the next 15 minutes. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
There we go.
All right.
There you go,
Should
boys.
we get advantage with this?
'Cause we're doing the
Mm,
buddy
Because we're
system.
doing buddies? Fucker.
Fuck.
Oh my
I'm giving
god.
myself a reroll.
Bro, my
Oh,
roll not good. I
that's
rolled
worse.
a
Well,
six.
oh no, we
so-
have advantage, don't we? As a, because
Yeah, you have
Oh,
advantage.
you're
You're fine.
I still didn't make it with my advantage though.
No,
Yeah, you
the-
would have. 18.
DC,
No.
DC 16.
18.
Yeah, stupid. No.
You said
No,
no.
it was you who said
stupid
stupid
idiot.
because you legit went. It doesn't make it when Boba made it with 16 early. Okay,
Bro,
so
what would you
No,
say?
when I rolled
Evlo-
a 13 out of 50.
Saw. Saw roll 19. Sorry, Evlo, Boba, Arif, and Gregor, fine. And yeah, no, Evlo, Boba, and Arif. Roll a d4.
Alrighty.
All right. So, as you walk forward, who's with Arif? It's Hedrickson.
That was me. I
And
imagine
you see immediately Arif turn, like stop and turn directly to her right and starts
I'm
walking.
gonna grab.
And you feel like an itch in your nose again.
I'm gonna grab her.
Okay, you grab her. She stops in the phone. She's like stuck in the motion, and she shakes her head and, you're back.
I almost want it off again.
Saw.
Hey,
Yeah, we.
Ella just jumps from the top of you and runs
imagine
60
like a
feet
fucking-
north.
Somersault.
no,
Jump.
run back
You run
after
60,
run after
you
Evlo.
run 60 feet north direction you're going.
Oh, I'll run after and grab her. No, no. Evlo.
Huxley. You see
Yeah.
Boba just immediately walk to the left. Like stops and
I-
walks left.
I like yank his shirt.
Yeah, you yank his shirt and you shake your head and wake. You feel like your eyes are itching, your nose is itching. It's like running a bit of like snot.
All right.
Babe,
I think
maybe
I
we
might
should-
have an idea.
Well,
We-
I
Block our
Wow.
nose.
I have another idea as well.
So who would like to go first?
Well, going off of your pollen idea, if it is a pollen base or spore based in a sense, maybe a face covering of some sort.
I was thinking the same thing.
Let me look, and I'll pull out.
Shit. I can use this now.
And what is that?
Stylo.
Scarf.
No.
Or
Remember
what
the
are you gonna
mask
use?
that I had a long time
Oh,
ago?
that one, yeah. can use
So Aerith takes out of her bag a Oni looking mask. It's not like a full mask cover, it covers only the bottom half. But the bottom half of her mask, it just looks like a Oni mouth, like a opened Oni mouth.
Yeah.
And she covers her face with that.
Careful's a
Wow, I haven't seen one of those
vigilante,
since I went ape shit on that one that almost killed us.
Or hold on. Yeah, shut up.
Right, so
Yeah,
you're
I'm
all
gonna
covering
cover
your
my mouth.
faces, mouths, and
Yep.
buttocks.
Zor just
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
Zor just
I'll,
puts on his helmet and puts a bit of cloth under the grill.
All right.
What would you
So,
use the
I'll take
rest
some of the winter clothes that I still have and like rip off like one of the inner shirts that came with it and tie it around my mouth and everything, mouth and nose.
All right. Cover up your mouths, cover up your nose, cover up your ears.
Yeah.
Start walking.
No open orifices.
For the next
Mhm.
15 minutes, nothing.
Great success.
You see, though, when you look at each other, there's a slight glittering sort of pollen on the masks or on the rags that you're using.
I guess occasionally we'll like wipe it off to make sure it doesn't build up.
Maybe we shouldn't touch it.
Oh,
Yeah, touch it, you're fine. Take it off.
Okay.
Do I have anything I can use?
Soul's just gonna start blowing at the air. So it
I-
gets
I
to go away.
is working the best. We should just keep going and not worry about it.
Yeah.
All right. So you continue. Another 15 minutes. Nothing again. You're blocking the intensity of this strange pollen. Who's in
I
front?
do think that trying to save a little bit would be interesting. The
Me and Hendrickson.
what it could be.
Right.
Hey,
Like as you brush it off, it dissipates completely. Like as
I
soon as you
think
touch
I
it,
have
it's
a
gone.
theory. I can't say for certain, but I think there might be a sort of protective field around this tree to keep people away from it.
Maybe.
Probably some kind of natural protection.
I'm thinking so, considering people don't remember it.
Hendrickson.
Yeah, they probably got lost in
Yeah,
the
what's up?
forest.
So you're in front.
Yes.
On like the hour mark of walking, you feel a familiar, like a familiar heat wave. Like you're walking through something.
Okay.
This is oddly reminiscent of what surrounds your home city. That hides it from the naked eye. But it's hotter, more potent. And as you walk through, it's still the same, only you felt it, and Huxley as well, when eventually you enter through, you feel it again. The rest of you don't feel anything. You sense this heat, and
Henderson,
it's gone.
You feel that, buddy?
I'm kind of fucking freaking out, dude. That's not good.
That's not natural.
What the fuck is going on?
What's happening?
Everybody,
Oh boy.
everybody, you suddenly, like Aerith, as you look at the elves, you suddenly feel something hit your head.
Like
Something
hard hit or
cold and light. Then you look up and the tree above you is just snowing. It's just snow falling from it.
why
Just
did the
that
trees have
singular
dandruff?
tree.
What do you know about that?
You all see it now, right at the front where Aerith is. There's a large pine tree just encased in snow, and it has like this natural snow just falling from the air. But no other trees is like that. When you look left, you see a tree, like you know the autumn trees, that is just pure orange to yellows and greens. It is just like that, but the bark is also like orange in a sense, like orange and brown. You look further on, and you see a dead tree that suddenly grows leaves, like rapidly. Like in a matter of like 5 minutes, it has grown into a full-grown, healthy tree. And then after the next 5 minutes, it falls and dies and goes back to what it would be at winter.
So
That
it's a
is
tree
strange.
that
And they're all
progresses
mixed,
through all
like
the
they're never
seasons.
together. There seems to be in that sort of range. You see a very healthy tree standing, nothing changing to them. You see some trees going through autumn. You see some trees going through winter that doesn't have any leaves anymore, but there's snow patches, and it's only in that area. There's no other places. It's just those trees just separately, having separate seasons within them.
Mr. Huxley.
We found the tree.
This is a scientific idea, but given the fact that things have changed drastically, do you think we still need these coverings?
I'm gonna pull mine down.
I'm gonna pull mine down for
Yeah.
a moment.
You pull
So
her down,
considering
and it's a sudden gush of fresh air. It is cold, it's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's medium hot, it's autumn cold, it is autumn hot, it is spring hot. It's all the seasonal heat waves just going from every tree you pass.
What the fuck?
When you stand under the tree and you feel it hit your skin that is like snowing, it is like walking through the tundra back up north into the mountains.
So in our city, we have something very similar. There might be people just living here. I don't know.
What you're saying is this could be an elf city, and we have effectively stumbled across it, and this could be bad.
Kinda.
It could be natural. Mm-hmm.
Not to interrupt, but
No,
as
go
you're
for it. Go
walking
Yep.
and talking, you, with the highest passive perception, you hear chatter of something humanoid speaking. But it's in a odd language you do understand. It's not common. It's an elvish type of language. A bit more ancient, more ancient than elvish itself. You recognize it as Sylvan. And it's just two voices.
Is it
right
close?
up ahead.
Oh, that means I can
Probably-
hear.
Probably 10 minutes up ahead. You just hear these like sounds coming up. Like Huxley and Henriksen, you can't make out, but you hear the accent of Sylvan prominent. Rest of you hear just sounds of something speaking.
Okay.
Okay.
We go say hi.
No. That I don't know if they're gonna take kindly to people who aren't.
Should we
elves.
at least investigate and see what it is?
I'll look at Hendrickson.
I think
What's your call on this, bud?
talking to them would give us some understanding of what was going on here.
Do you think we should talk to them because we know Sylvan?
I don't feel safe leaving him behind here.
I have a suggestion.
What's up?
Do we know what they look like, by the way? Like, can we see
you
them?
can't. You hear the talking. You don't see anything.
Okay.
The forests are too thick.
Let's get a good look at them, right? And then, Huxley, you could use your mask hat to disguise yourself as one of them. I mean, you can speak the language, can't
I was
you?
thinking that, but like I said, they're not exactly in sight now. We're just sort of creeping up.
I think that in this situation, we should assess the persons that we can hear, and hopefully not have to deceive them.
I think it's worth a shot just to talk to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it's too many voices. Honestly, I think if we just go up, I don't know.
Well, we know the language. You know, we know what they're speaking. So, it gives us an edge. Just, let's go. Let's just, I don't feel comfortable sitting in one spot here.
I hope they don't recognize me.
It'd be funny if they do.
Do you stealthily walk up, or are you just walking up?
Let's.
I assume stealthily for now.
Yeah.
I guess stealthily, yeah.
Everybody.
Are we
rolls
going
stealth.
to cast anything, or
You can if you wish.
I
I'll do-
kind of.
I'll do it. Kapupa.
Right, so passive trace. Good rolls. 30,
Advantage.
Very good rolls.
33,
38.
27, 38.
38. Let's go, boys.
32.
Natural
Pog.
Alright. Good.
28.
You're
We're pogging.
My
Yep.
boots.
Nope. So as you are sneaking up between, you're like underneath this like birch tree that is just in spring. Like it's bright birch tree leaves. And you have some bushes in front of you and you just sort of sneak up. And you see something magnificent. You see a trunk, or the bottom part, of a 200-foot high tree. A pine tree. Just in the center of this large grove that is just shadowed by its just sheer size. Trunk itself is thin on pine trees, but the size of this tree, it's huge. And you look at the bottom of it, close to the shadows. Those with dark vision can see it. You see what looks to be two somewhat small creatures just sort of hanging from the branches. Like the branches go a bit low on this tree. They're just hanging from top of it. And just seem to be talking and squabbling and pointing at the tree, pointing at the ground. Those with Sylvan, you hear. Only those with Sylvan understand this. You hear. No! Mother say bark is best for son! Bark treat leaves way better than you! Then it continues. And you see the other one starts talking. Seems to be a quarrel between these two creatures. Lies! Mother knows sap treat not roots way better than you! Sap is better, son. So bark and sap apparently is the names of these two. They are
Oh, boy.
equal. They sound exactly the same.
Can I get a
Just name different.
Can I tell what creature they are?
yeah,
Make
so
it-
can I get a
make it-
reference?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh shit, Arcana. Okay.
9.
Ooh,
16.
nice.
I have no idea. They are odd. They remind you of gnomes, but they're smaller. But their arms are sort of made of the same bark-like color. Looks like they're just made of bark, like the tree they're on. And like they seem to be in a discussion. Like, no, be better, son, be. They sound, by the way, just emphasis, they're exactly the same sounding.
So, Mr. Huxley, what do you presume?
Hmm.
So what I think of these creatures is they're kind of similar to what I've seen before. Have you ever heard of a wooden gargoyle?
I've heard of gargoyles, but not wooden ones.
Well, some of our elves who were very into conjuration sort of made it. They were common back where we were. I don't think these are that, but they certainly sound similar.
Well, nonetheless, it looks like they're having a quarrel of some sort. Do you think that they may be guardians of the tree?
Well, they're saying mother.
I think they're referring to the tree
Yeah.
as their mother.
That would imply yes. Oh, and Mr. Miat,
Yeah.
the special tree, that is a special tree.
We found it.
I believe we have. However,
I found the tree.
don't get too excited, please.
Oh.
We do need to approach this tactfully. That being said, I think that the best option is for the two elf boys to possibly be the ones for negotiations, since I believe that there might be an easier talking to them not instead of us.
Well,
We'll just stay
well-
put here while you two talk to them.
I may
ready,
be
Henderson?
I may be fey in nature as well, being a certain gnome ancestry, but I don't believe that me walking up with a rifle and a mechanical dog will help with that.
Very
Do
true.
you speak Sylvan, Greg?
Do I? Hold on. I don't think I
Do
do.
you?
No, I don't.
Sylvan, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I did not study that language.
Alright, I think it's just off then.
Well,
If anything happens,
Don't worry. If anything happens, you have my rifle on your back.
alright.
all right. So, Hendrickson, I think the most, like, as for walking up,
Mhm.
I think the most tactful thing would be to just straight out tell the truth to these two about my situation. I think straightforward will be what gets them.
Well, maybe. Hmm.
I'll play it by ear.
They don't seem the smartest. So, yeah, play it by ear.
Okay,
I guess we'll
we'll walk up.
slowly enter the little clearing by the boys.
It's a large circular clearing.
Okay.
It has no sunlight to allow anything more to grow underneath here. So tons of leaves, though. And you sort of approach further, still hanging from top of the branches. No, me! They haven't seemed to notice you.
I'm gonna keep walking, see how far I can push it.
Yeah, we're gonna see how close we can get to the tree.
I wonder if we could just walk past them.
So you walk up, and roughly about 10 feet away, both of them just immediately look at you. Immediately, like in sync.
Why? Hello.
Hello
And I
there.
say in Sylvan.
Who
Yeah,
are you?
I think we'll just speak in Sylvan from now on.
I'm Huxley. In these forests, I'm known as the Firebrand, and this is Hendrickson, my little brother.
They both
call
look at
him
each
that.
other. They both look at each other. Firebrand. A firebrand? Oh, oh, you are special. That's the one to the far right. The one who was named itself Bark seemed to be speaking. And you... And you see one of the other ones, the one to the left, the one I called Sap, seems to step forward. And you notice how they're holding onto trees. It's their hair. It's like slouching like rope, attaching to the trees. And it leans down like Spider-Man, like upside down, and just sort of... You... Your name was?
My name's Hendrickson.
Hendrickson. And he looks back in both instances and goes, Hendrickson, Hendrickson. What do you want?
Well, I ask you to please not freak out when you see it. I'm going to be completely truthful with the two of you right now, because you seem to be referring to this tree as Mother, correct?
Truth is good. Yes, Mother. Mother, this is Mother. Malcolm Mother. He says Firebrand. And Hendrickson Mother.
And I bow respectfully. It's nice to meet you, Mother.
And then you see the one called Sap just sort of as you bow. Just chuckle.
Well,
what's this magic trick?
My own magic has caused me to seek out Mother, or your mother, I should say, to maybe help me with my current issue. If you'll...
Issue? Your firebrand.
And I'll take my hat and I'll pull it off, revealing the illusion.
Immediately as that goes, you see Sap just sort of jumps back because of the illusion fades. And the full-on Cyclops eye, immense, and you notice the gem is a bit larger. And you see both just sort of look at each other. They look back at you, look at each other. Look! Wild shot! And they both just sort of start scrambling towards you and looking you directly now in the eye and just sort of, And you see the one called Sap just sort of leans down right in front of your eye and starts poking the eyeball.
Ow, fuck, stop that, stop.
Wild shot. And you see then the one to call Bark just sort of leans. Now what do you want? What do you want Mother to help you with? It's like holding in his laughter.
Well, the illusion that I had up before is my original form before I turned into this. I've heard there's been properties of
this
tree that could help
firebrand.
me.
As you say this.
Yes. This.
They both look at each other, and in sync they look both at you. Mother can help. If you're willing to get help.
Yes, actually, I'd love to try.
Very well. Both answers say. Your name was?
Huxley Drummond.
And you see the one called Bark just sort of takes his just sort of rope hair and just sort of launch himself over towards the tree and touches it hard. And you notice the creature, the one that called Sap, is still like very up close to you guys. Then he looks behind you, Hendrickson. Who's your friends? We can see you.
I'll wave them in.
Yeah, we'll play with
We'll just walk out.
Like you guys don't hear who's your friends yet. As he points towards you guys.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot we can't understand them.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, you have no clue what they're saying.
Damn it, we were spotted.
Well, just
In a
no hostile moves, Mr. Miat.
He's like pointing you guys towards to get towards him.
Do we just get up and say hi?
Yes, but be reserved about it. No,
Okay.
not too energetic.
Okay, then Zor will stand up and take off his helmet and walk over.
Alright. As you walk over, the one called Sap is like slinging himself forward towards you guys to meet you halfway and looks you up and down. He like sniffs you up and down and then looks towards Gregory. And you hear in a familiar language Speaks in Gnomish. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Gregory, and I'll be responding in Gnomus.
Ah, welcome. This is Mother. And then he looks over towards Saw. Looks down towards your belt area. Ah! And he
Yeah.
speaks back in Dwarvish. Who
Ah,
are you?
to him in Gnomish. Is that Mother?
Oh.
Is that what the tree's called?
Yes, Mother. Mother.
Ah,
You come say
hi.
hi. And he just
Yeah,
points
I'm-
towards Mother.
I'm Zor. Who are you?
Sap!
Ah, cool to meet you, Sap.
The best
I'll
boy.
put up my hand for a handshake.
He's
By
a
the
bit
way, now that we're
confused and moves
closer-
away.
Can I tell what these are now?
Make an Arcana check. These are not wooden gargoyles. They seem to be a mutation of a race known as the Korred. Korreds are usually mountain made. They're made from mountains, but these ones are made of bark and
Made of
leaves
bark.
Mm,
Okay.
and dirt.
dirt.
Like they have mustaches both. That's just made of dirt.
Yo, like dirt
Yo.
mustaches.
Hmm.
Feel like I got dirty Sanchez's.
Oh, crazy.
God
You
damn
hear,
it.
you hear in Sylvan. The rest of you don't understand unless you know Sylvan, and you hear two elves. Dragon folk. Looks down towards Evla.
Yes, that's our friend.
He the kobold.
What he speak?
The common. And I like look at Hendrickson.
Draconic, probably.
Probably.
You speak of the undertongue.
Yes, actually. Underdark.
Yes.
You here in basically the version of you in Underdark is Karok. He looks towards Evla.
I'll reply back in undercommon. Yes.
You know breathe fire?
No, my kind doesn't particularly do
Then
that.
come say hi to Mother. And he just sort of shoves towards the tree.
You're thinking
like
of
put-
Dragonborn. I'm the small
Like
kobold.
they're using their long, thick rope-like hair to push you towards the tree.
We go
like-
towards tree.
And you, what blue speak? Looks towards the two others.
Don't they speak a very old tongue?
What the blue speak? He's talking
Do you
about
know-
Boba.
I believe Orin. Is that right? He's a Ganassi.
Yeah, I think so.
You know Elvish, Common, and Primordial.
That's what I meant by old tongue.
He knows Elvish.
Elvish. I forgot you knew Elvish. What the fuck?
What is Elvish?
It's like some elves or people of my race took Sylvan, and I'll start speaking in Sylvan, and slowly as I go through
You
the sentence,
mean
I'm going.
language? We
And I'll
speak
start-
a language known as language.
I'll start speaking Elvish.
Ugh,
I think
terrible
you
accent.
can. This is my native tongue. At least you can understand some of the words.
He will have to meet Mother alone. And he just sort of tosses Boba to the opposite side away from others he's not been able to speak with. It's sort of exiled to your own place.
Get fucked.
Now, Kitchen's either or her entire area
Apartment,
just
I guess.
the apartment went out, but she does not know any of the languages and is pushed with Boba. And metal man, the creature with you, yes. He speaks in Gnomish. It's like organizing you guys around this large tree.
He will he'll follow my command, and if you want, I will let him stay behind, away from everything.
It's fine. He'd meet Mother. Now you. It still speaks in Gnomish. How do you think of the roots of Mother? Fine, yes? Perfection,
they-
yes.
They look quite healthy.
Yes, that's what I
look very
told
good.
Bark, but he's a liar.
They're made of wood.
Like, keep in mind, Bark, the other Korrid, is just touching the tree and not moving. Like, his hand is, like, sunk into the tree.
Can I tell what they're doing?
Hendrickson would know by default. This is the spell Speak with Plants.
Ah,
But
yeah.
it is an ancient version of it, which
much more
is
powerful.
Yep, and that means probably your Speak with Plants will not work on this tree.
Good.
This is an ancient being.
I see. Yeah, I think I get level 5 cast wouldn't work, or level 4 cast wouldn't work on it, right?
Nope.
All right, good. Just want to make sure before I even try something like that.
Eventually, though, as you guys are just sort of surrounding trees, this creature called Sap is just sort of like telling you all about how the roots are just in perfect condition, how they're so healthy and everything. And eventually you see Bark, the other one, just sort of sink his hand out and... Firebrand!
Yes.
As you look towards him... So, Mother, have now known and learned that you seek help for your ailment. Mother says she knows who you need to seek.
And that would be?
The Prince of the Autumn Grove.
Prince of the Autumn Grove. Do I know what that is?
Make a history check.
I said I could probably make one as well.
I assume the elves would probably have to make that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me-
I'm gonna
You
re-roll
don't
because I
understand
want to
it.
know what
Speaking
this is.
Sylvan.
Autumn what?
Speaking Sylvan. The Autumn Grove. The Prince
Right,
of the
fair enough.
Autumn Grove.
I'm
Nope.
going to what does a sexton get me?
You heard Prince of Autumn Grove? Never heard of it.
And I'll give Hendrickson a re-roll too.
Okay. I hope I don't waste it. I
We
wasted,
wasted it.
Great.
You have no idea.
All right. Where may we find him?
In his... Mother said in his halls. The halls of the prince. Don't remember where. Yes. Mother said the prince lives in the Red Leaf Grove. No. And like he's thinking about, and you hear Sap suddenly start talking as he's thinking. And it's like Sap is taking over the conversation. The forest of red leaves. The halls of the prince. The autumn prince. Yes. We know where it is. Bark, we know. And then Bark just sort of faces up. Yes, yes, we know. And they're both in unison. We know where the prince is.
So could you show us?
Yeah.
And he looks towards the tree. Both look directly towards the tree. Yes! In unison. But first, you must decide. Who has done the best job?
Out of the two of you?
Barks. Leaves are better, yes. Then you hear Sap. No, liar. Sap, it does better job.
Can I make an insight check to see if they're like there's something beneath this that they're getting at?
Sure.
8.
They
Wow.
just seem to be arguing over their work. They're taking care of their mother. They just want to be the better son.
Well, honestly, guys, I think both of you have the same mother. Both of you come together on the same things. I think both of you did good.
Yeah. Both did a great job.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I assist him with that? since
Yeah,
I'm
you're
kinda-
assisting because you
Alright,
know.
cool. All right, cool.
Fuck! I'm re-rolling that. I'm re-rolling.
Please re-roll with advantage. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. You got this.
There we
Hey.
go.
27.
They both look at each other,
Mm.
then look at you, each other, you, each other. And you hear Sap goes, I think your leaves are quite astonishing, Bark. And you hear Barko. And your roots, quite astonishing, yes. Well,
We fixed a
let's
broken family.
give them the way.
Yay!
And they both sort of tap
That was
the tree.
so fucking funny.
Huxley did something good for once. What the
Indeed.
fuck?
He
Oh,
fixed- yeah, seriously.
Instead of breaking his family apart, he fixed theirs.
You fixed
Damn it.
another.
Get ready. Both in unison. Stand back.
Okay. What about the ones over there?
Stand back. It's just he ignores it. And they both tap the tree bark. Both and like they take both their arms and hands into the tree. Like they sink in like mold earth. And then you hear a crackling of wood and bark just opening something. And you hear and you notice inside the tree suddenly you see a singular rift of an odd misshapen portal.
Yo.
It is purple, it is glistening with starlight. And you
Oh
see
God, we're going to the
snowfall is spreading
Fae.
through.
oh, I remember
Those
this.
with your
We're
Fae
going.
familiars,
Mm-hmm.
they seem just enamored. You see Crown for the first time, just dead
Speechless.
silent, staring towards the tree. And Duster is just staring as well. They're not moving. They're just staring at the tree. And you hear the two Koreds go, "Open! To the prince! Go!
Okay, and I'm gonna run in.
No time! Go!"
Go.
As you see the
Yep,
rift
go,
actually
go,
starting
go.
to shrink as they can't hold
Good.
on with their
So, yeah, I'm
strength
gonna-
anymore.
Cup crying and like my hands and run in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? You all and you all feel this sudden rush of wind, both cold, hot. You feel like you're hit with splatter of water. You feel like you're being hit by
A smooth criminal.
like heat waves.
Fucking-
You see through this portal like a starscape with purple sometimes, and then violet, like a very more brighter yellow, then red, then blue, then green. And eventually, you see a light at the very end, a quite burning sort of orange light. And you all fall immediately as you all fall into a soft but hurtful landing. And you look around you. You're in a massive amount of leaves. Like dead orange, brown, yellow leaves. And around you see these trees, which were equal to the ones you saw before in the grove, a bit orange colors on their bark. A bit like they're dying, but at the same time alive. There's this odd heat in the area. At the same time, quite a like cold breeze. And you just see trees around you. And it's an odd way of saying it. There seem to be just endless sundown lighting everywhere. Like the sun is just gone down. There's no like darkness. It is just at the brink of either dawn or the brink of night. It is a orangey color all around.
So, Mr. Huxley, that was rather sudden. What was said and why did we go through a dimensional portal?
This is, well, Gregory,
Well,
the Feywilds that we found ourselves in. We're here
Mhm.
to see someone called the Autumn Prince. He can fix me, apparently.
Would I know anything at that point since
You know?
I now have an actual name and everything?
You know, we will find out after this break. 'Cause I really need to pee.
I love it.
In the meantime, Zora's making leaf angels.
Yes. So, thank you everybody.
Talk
We'll hope
harder more
for
than
our
television.
warlock to appear before that. We're gonna take our break. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Good lord. Welcome back, everybody. We are done with our break. I realized doing those voices almost broke my voice, so that was cool. I may sound a bit more raspy for the rest of the session.
Uh-oh.
I practiced.
Water, drink water.
I have practiced these two for 2 weeks.
Rada.
I thought I could manage it, but now rada.
Welcome to the slam.
Welcome to the
The
jam.
jam.
So, our last way before break, our party had just arrived in through a strange portal through a large magical tree into a strange area where a question was asked by our artificer if he recognized this place, as the elves mentioned this seems to be the Feywild. So, with that, make an intelligence check, Gregory.
It was
Or
specifically for the
history.
Autumn Prince and
The
his
Autumn
effective
Prince?
grove.
I thought you meant just the general.
I mean, that
Feywild.
works too, just since, I probably don't know the prince by his name in general.
I'm just gonna do
And
this music.
that
It's
is-
nice and interesting. No clue. No clue at all.
Yep. Thought about doing Flash, but, can't do that.
You are. So, you find yourself in this strange grove.
Well, hopefully
Well, it's
that...
at least odd. It is just tons of leaves on the floor.
I
Leaf.
I hope
wow.
you have a way for us to get out of here.
I'm sure the Autumn Prince is able to open portals. I wouldn't
By the
worry
way-
too hard about it.
Look around you. The large tree you saw with the rift, you do not see it. Behind you, there's a tiny little, thin tree that is losing most of its leaves. But as you see, it loses a leaf. One new one grows back and begins the cycle for autumn.
All right. I guess that's our recognition of the
Yeah. By the
way
way,
back, in a sense.
so does every other tree.
Ah, well, shit.
So
1 out of the 10 currently 5 feet around you.
I've seen recreational images, illusions of this place, and I've heard people talk about it to some of the elders, actually. I was born here, but I've never seen it with my own eyes.
Never told
How-
me much about this place.
I don't think you were born here, were you?
No, I've never
Hmm.
really been either introduced nor told about the Feywilds.
This is technically where I come from.
You come from here?
Explains why you're so fucking weird.
Yeah, this
Even
place
in
is
a new
kinda weird.
fucking realm, you guys are the same.
Yeah. We're not changing any
Just because we're in a different location doesn't mean we're not still the same people.
Yeah.
That being said, I do think standing around won't get us nowhere, and honestly, I feel like this is rather dangerous. Even though I would like to go back immediately. We are here for you, so I think a good idea would be for us to find this Autumn Prince.
Autumn King.
In any case, let's just get this done.
Yeah. I'm
Hard to get
gonna
outta
look
here.
around, see if I can find a direction I'm supposed to go.
Make a perception check.
I'll poke my head out the
Swag.
leaves and do the same.
Another 2.
I will. I'll also make one. Where's my sheet?
What were you saying, Sarah?
I just Zor just pokes his head out of the pile of leaves and also looks around.
I am 100 soldiers.
Hello.
Yeah, so you get extra sight.
You try for first to see if you can find north. You don't. There's no sun in the sky. There's just light. There's a seemingly just endless light of this strange sundown effect.
What is
You have
around us?
no clue north, east, west, or south. When you look around, it's just mostly, well, it's woods. Strange, odd colors, mostly orange, yellow, brownish leaves on the floor, on the trees. Some are falling, some are regrowing.
Wait. So, Cran. I'm gonna look around.
Henderson, you
Oh.
open your palms and you see
Yeah, that's
Cran
a fail.
is. Yeah.
Like,
You
Hmm?
from
What?
here? Do you know where north is?
Where is it? Where are we?
In the Feywild.
Where?
I'm gonna
The
further
Red
open my
Forest?
hands and like
Okay, I don't know that. Sorry.
kind of show her the surrounding area.
Pretty. Where are we?
Well, that's.
Uh,
Are you okay, Kran?
all right.
Where? Where
All
are
right.
we?
So
She's a fucking broken record. Okay.
Gideon, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Damn it.
It
I'm
feels
gonna look
funny.
at. I'm gonna look at Duster.
His
he
head
doing
is
okay?
he's a woodpecker currently. He's like trying to peck at one of the things. You see his head like trying its best to do fast woodpecking mechanics as a raven.
Cool.
Gideon.
All right. It seems like
The smart familiars are a.
And you
obnoxious.
swear Duster just made a hoot as if he were an owl.
What?
Look at this dude.
Well, I could turn you into an owl, but it looks like you're having a miniature heart attack. So go take a rest, and I'll dismiss him for now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep Cran like in like my pocket, like my shirt pocket. Like,
Whoa.
let her see out.
She tosses it into the pocket. She is like moving as if she just took like
The longest nap.
not the longest enough, more like 4 pills of like something calming.
Oh, like Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall, or she took like
the whole bottle of Adderall.
it took
Yeah.
like a weed brownie. Just
Alright,
like
so she's
whoa.
Very sluggish.
Bro, these
Well,
edibles ain't shit.
You hear muffled inside your pocket just where are we? Where am I?
Just
Uh,
take a rest, Cran. Just take a rest.
Okay.
well,
Fucking-
judging from the fact that both mine and yours familiar are currently on the fritz, I assume that that portal was not good for them.
It
I
seems
don't
the
like
only
this
smart-
place.
it
Let's
seems
hear
the smart
Gideon.
ones we don't- It seems like the smart ones were the only ones affected.
I'm smart.
Sure you are, bud. I'm gonna like.
I'm gonna look at Huxley like.
That
I'm
being
like,
said,
I'm not
do
dumb
we
like them.
maybe
You're
we
really
should send
showing
him
your
to the
prowess
Nine Hills
right
again.
honestly, Gideon is. I really don't know what's been up with you. You were way more useful when I used you 100 years ago.
You left me in the 9 hells for 100 years. The wrong
To be
place.
To be fair, you left him in a barren hellscape, so I would believe that would change somebody.
Wouldn't that
That
make
being
him
said,
stronger though?
did we find a path? At all?
I don't think we have.
All right.
You're- by the way, you're
walk
legit
around
at the
aimlessly, we
mercy
can't
of
really-
random chance.
Yeah, we don't have any. It's just, I think we just have to pick a direction and go.
Yep. Zol's
right.
gonna pick up a leaf, chuck it in the air, see which direction it goes, and then go in that direction.
Wait, stop. I have an idea. I'm gonna pull
What?
out some paper and I'm going to cast origami again, and I'm going to create a samurai.
Okay. Always point the swords in the direction of the nearest castle or fort. Okay, you put the origami out, then it points immediately to the left. No, wait, no, immediately to the top right, I mean, of where you're standing. Then immediately to the bottom right. And it does like that a few times, then it evaporates.
Oh, we're equal distance.
It's as
to
if
2?
your current magic is a bit unstable.
Oh.
Huh? I'm
well,
gonna cast minor illusions, see if I can just make a image of like a bunny or something.
Let me double check something. You create. There's a bunny. jumping out silently. Then, when the cast of minor illusion, which lasts
A minute. Yeah.
a minute,
I think.
30-second mark it.
Huh.
Well, judging from the fact that the samurai pointed in two directions, but were the directions that pointed like exact opposites of it itself?
Basically, if you were to look at the tree behind you, if you were to say that is north, it is pointing east.
Okay, so it pointed east, and then it pointed
Because
what
when
direction?
you looked behind you, when you basically, if you look behind you when you first came in, there's a tree, a very like a very thin tree. No way any of you could have fitted into it, right? If that were north, it would have pointed right. And that means it would be eastward, and then it pointed northeast and southeast of your current location.
So,
So
he's-
northeast and southeast.
His tree. The samurai pointed
East.
that way, and then that way.
So, which way
And
would
also
you guys like to
east.
go?
It pointed three directions?
It pointed two.
No,
Yes,
two.
it did. Oh.
Okay.
Two directions.
Well, I would say that we need to go in this direction.
I said the
anyway.
first
One
one
of
by
them.
mistake. I said the first
Okay.
one by mistake. This is the two last one. It's northeast and southeast.
Well, I
Northeast,
say we
yeah.
go east.
So,
Yep,
so
let's
you want to go
go.
northeast? Northeast is go.
Northeast or east?
East.
Which one are
So-
we going?
I would think
Northeast.
east,
East, probably.
but northeast sounds
Why?
fine.
Okay.
Well,
So goes
in
northeast.
basic mathematics, if it's pointing in that direction but not directly at it, I would assume that it would be somewhere in that direction. Therefore, for trigonometry, with the get into play a factor, you would go one of the
In the middle.
directions, or yeah, in the middle, presumably, and try again after a little bit and see if you can triangulate a actual location. A lot of math, but yes, that'd be the best option.
Oh, playing with all
Uh,
this paper kind of paid off.
Yes, I think so. But let's go
They
this way.
pointed you in the way and you're walking that way, so you're fine.
No, it's more so Greg saying trigonometry and mathematics and a lot of other words like that.
A lot of
It's
big words for a small brain.
Big words
Yeah.
means probably something.
Something.
Yeah.
But-
Correct.
Well, Greg, why you on about twig berries?
What?
You would talk about twig berries and then the math thing, and then triangles.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's
Hmm.
pretty
Hmm.
advanced. As for trick berries, do I see any like bush berries?
Make a
Berries that
perception
produce
check.
things that
Make a perception check.
Maybe if we put the twig berries in a triangle, the maths will do something.
You find what looks to be a berry bush. Yeah, there's some
Oh.
red berries on it. Tiny ones.
I pick a small like twig of it with berries on it. Here's some berries on a branch. Or a twig. If that's what you're really looking for.
Presuming this is
Wait.
happening while you're walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, Zor will grab two more, put them in a triangle, and then hope that maths does something.
Oh,
Make an intelligence check.
my
Watch
God.
him get a natural 20. He's gonna triangulate exactly. Oh,
Never mind.
You know,
Natural two.
the trigonometry of these two branches to make a triangle really doesn't work. But you believe it works. So you continue and you say now, for some reason, that these actually point towards north.
I
And
made
you'd
a
be walking
compass.
east. You made a compass out of your hands and two twigs with berries on them.
You know,
Yo.
speaking of compass, we definitely should grab one of those at some point.
I didn't think it'd
no,
help
no,
us here, Greg.
No,
Well,
but I
it
need a
won't, but it would
compass.
help us in other places.
You
Also,
don't need to buy.
as you hold the twig berries or the twigs with berries, You see the small red dots suddenly flower, if you know what I mean. Like they sprout flowers instantly.
The compass is working.
Then
I would say just write that
suddenly
down.
the flowers just starts to fly like small butterflies. Just scours away from you. The twigs, they're now twigs without berries everywhere.
Which
Up,
direction?
down, left, right, like left, right. It's going everywhere. It's very confusing.
I think the compass broke.
Don't worry about it. We're going this way.
Okay.
All right.
You have to use
You move
different twig berries.
presumed east. If you were to take the big thing, so presumed east.
I will as we go, I'll make sure to keep making samurais to make sure it at least still points in that direction.
Yeah, it points in that direction. You're just sort of following it.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So you head out, and you presume an hour. It's very hard to depend time at the moment. You presume it's been an hour. Still trees, many trees. Then on the second hour, the one in front, Evlo. You see, as you're leading, the trees now starts to split and they become less trees. You see it's now opening up to what seems to be a plain off in the distance. Like a plains, grass plains.
Alright.
Seems to be opening up.
It is opening up to seem to be a plain of some sort. You see very tall grass, taller than you and Greg, so it's a bit difficult to look over.
I'll hop on my soda fender for height.
I will go
Evlo.
onto my trusty mount known as Hendrickson.
Yes.
Alright.
I'm not gonna do that here.
Nope. So you get on top and you guys can see the outgoing stretches. There are a few trees out there, like singular trees, but you do see just an open plain with odd, like it looks like wheat almost in the color, but they're grass. It's not green grass, it's like yellowish. And as you step out of here, as he blows his horn, you hear tons of birds flying away. Like, you hear birds. But you also look now in front of you, miles and miles away. Maybe about 100 miles. You do see what seems to be a giant mountain with spewing smoke at the top.
So, I can't say the same, but I don't think that screams autumn to me.
Yeah. I don't think that's the right area.
Well, did the little creatures give you any more hints of what it looked like?
Honestly, they shoved us through because it was taking a lot of their magic to even maintain the portal.
Didn't really give us a description of it either.
Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
is your eye roll stepping through? Your passive perception being that high, you notice something moving. A bit close to you. Roughly 30 feet away. Only you.
Like,
You see just something moving through the grass.
like towards us.
Keeping a 30-foot distance.
We're just like in a circle, sort of.
Now just looking from your right side, you just saw something out of the corner of your eye moving through the grass.
Can I stab my head and like stare at it, or is it continuously moving?
Now you snap your head and you lost, it was just like a quick movement. You don't see anything at the moment anymore as you snap to right.
There's something around here. I saw it in the corner of my eye. I don't know. I saw movement.
Well, being the Feywild, I'm sure it's some sort of fey creature, which is always fun.
We don't know which one it was, though. That's what
True.
concerns me.
Given the fact that it's the Autumn Prince, I'd assume it would be of a autumn theme. Do you see anything that looks like it could be autumn related? I'll look around.
Make a perception.
I'll look around too.
We use the eyeballs.
I'm just jamming with Evlo.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess I thought about
Gregory, even on Steel Defender is a very high grass, even for you, because Steel Defender is hunched over a bit. So it's like your top of your head is the only thing that's peeking up. You don't see much. You two elves. There is like an odd feeling that the place is going through a serene autumn. Like the leaves, the grass, everything is going through some sort of cycle that never ends. Like you usually know autumn is usually depicted with the death of plants, but there seems to be something here that's preventing a complete death of a plant or a bush. Actually, you do look again towards that area where Hendrickson is, and you swear you saw a pair of horns. Like tiny buck-like horns, like ram horns, slightly through the grass. Now 20 feet closer. Or 20 feet instead of 30 feet away. So 10 feet closer.
Alright, well, since this is of autumn, I guess we don't want to go toward that, and I'll point at the giant smoking volcano.
Wait, hold. I'm sorry, I got confused. Who saw the movement?
You
did.
You saw
Okay.
the like ram like horns. Looked like it, at least through the grass.
You guys might want to back up out of grass.
Well, I'm already out of it.
I'm seeing the movement that Hendrik saw. I'm gonna start backing up.
Get on with it, boy. Go, Hendrik.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
I fucking hate you. I'm gonna kind of shift my way out of the grass, like looking in the direction that Huxley pointed.
You look in that
My
direction,
noble
you see nothing. It's just grass.
I don't see anything, and it's rather hard to see everything. Miss Huxley, can you do the little samurai thing, the little soldier?
I will pop up the samurai and palm on my hand.
Points towards the volcano, and it points southward, presumably. Same direction still.
Alright. Well, it might be the volcano. Let's stay out of the fields and maybe...
By the way, it is open fields for miles until there's a tree line closer to the volcano. And there's back behind where you went. It is an open plain.
Alright, I believe that we might have to cross these plains even with the grass.
Well, it's not the worst.
But, that being said, you guys are talking about something in the grass. Let's hope it doesn't decide to, attack us. I'm not quite sure.
Hope.
I'm not sure
Stay alert.
we can... Yes, very much so.
Alright, we're gonna go and we'll stay alert.
Huxley,
Yes?
what did you say you saw?
I saw, sort of like ram horns shuffling. Heavy. Sounded heavy.
Okay.
I'm gonna like nudge him on the side. Could be your wife.
Fucking kill you.
As you say that, you suddenly see movement to your right again, and you hear a voice. I'm not his wife. Oh. And you look directly to your right. You see a tall person standing there. a woman, long orange hair that seems to be braided slightly on the sides. These sort of strange buck ram-like horns. These sort of, I would say, like goat-like ears. You see bright green eyes. And she seems to be wearing a full-on upper, like a bra almost, made of leaves, like very thick, big leaves. Seems to have a leather satchel on the right side, and she seems to be holding her hands close to her mouth as she just realized that she just said something and sprouted up. If you were to take progression for how tall you guys are from everything and her, she's roughly around 7'4".
Oh,
I'm just gonna do
And
a
she
fucking
immediately
hot
like,
double
oh.
take.
Hi. She waves.
Hello.
and
Hi,
who
hi.
might you be?
Hi.
Who are you first?
I'm Thor.
We
My name is
are.
Gregory.
I'm Hendrickson.
I'm Huxley.
Aerith goes. Aerith. And you hear Boba in the back as well go, I'm Boba.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry. She starts stepping forward. You don't hear footsteps at first. It's like clacking. Almost. And as she gets closer, you notice her upper thigh ends when it goes further down. It becomes fur. I would like for the two elves to make a Arcana check.
I already know who this is or what this is. I think.
Yeah, because they're from our hometown, I believe.
Yeah.
They do not exist in your hometown. They exist in the opposite way.
Yeah. Let me see.
You don't have these
Arcana.
creatures in the overworld.
Arcana, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Huxley, you've heard of these.
Come on. God.
These are not the ones that live in your area because they don't exist on the mortal plane. They are not allowed here due to laws. But they exist on the Feywild. This is a I would say it's a satyr, but it's a female one, so it's more called a fawn. It seems to be a very tall fawn. They're usually about 5 to 6 feet. She's 7 foot, easily, and she's like
Advanced
staring down
satyr.
at you guys.
Advanced.
Advanced satyr, or satyress, or fawn. Let's go for it.
You're 2.0.
And she like strokes her right hand a bit, like the palm of her hand. Hi, I am Nilu. You seem new.
That's a pretty accurate observation.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it stays that way because I don't exactly want to stay here long.
we are new to this area.
You know where the Autumn King is?
See that. There's no king of autumn. No, there's a prince.
That's who he means.
Yes.
The
he's
Prince of
everywhere.
Autumn.
Oh yes, no, there is an autumn prince. Yes.
By chance, do you know in the direction he is, or his I assume kingdom?
It's a lot of questions at once. Sorry. You are in his kingdom. You're in the autumn grove.
Oh,
Okay.
Now,
Still heavily stroking her right palm.
do you know where you could find him?
Well, I just need to know one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you trying to find him?
I need
I
help
need
from
help.
him.
I'm gonna look at Huxley.
I assume he doesn't have his hat on still.
I don't know if you're taking it on or off.
And
He took it off at the beginning.
I don't know if you took it on again.
I probably did. I'd assume so.
so, my friend here. Well, just be warned. Show her. I guess would probably be the best option.
Leans back a bit as you say that.
I'm gonna take my hat off.
She looks then a bit puzzled and confused for a second and looks directly into your eye. I'm not alone?
Huh?
And she takes out her right palm she's been holding, and you see a similar purple crystal.
Yo! I like point at it, and I point at her, and I point at it.
Oh no.
You got this too?
Yes. Why do you seek the Autumn King? Is it because of your wild shard?
Yes, in fact it is. It's morphed me. That illusion you saw beforehand was my original form. It has horribly deformed me in many ways. My organs are rearranged in different places
Looking
they
down at
shouldn't
her thing. I never done that.
I pushed my magic harder than I ever should have pushed it, and this is the result.
She's like staring off, still clenching her right arm or right palm. I can take you, but it's dangerous. Very dangerous.
How so?
Yeah, how so?
You must tread through the red leaf forest. There are creatures in there that... Unless... Well... you're not the first ones I have met. You're just a bit strange looking. I have guided humans before. Gnomes. Elves. But never have they asked me to travel to the prince. I can take you, but it will be dangerous. The forest is full of creatures controlled by wild magic and just other naturous creatures that want to kill you. I myself can get past them because of my traits, but I don't know if all of you can.
I think we're prepared for the danger.
Well, it's my exceptional magic that turned me to this horrific thing, so if you can judge how ugly I am, correlate that to my power.
Magic that turned you into
that. If I were to interject, I do think that we are probably capable.
We killed the dragon.
There are worse things than dragons inside those woods.
Well,
I can guide you the safest way, but I cannot... And she's like struggling to get out every word. I just didn't expect to do it today.
So you had expected to go through here?
No, I live out here now.
Well, I can say that...
don't have a home anymore. Just like staring off into the distance.
I do believe that if it comes down to it, then we have to fight. I would not tell you to try to lay down your life to help us. I do think that we are capable of being able to handle some rather extraordinary creatures.
I can run away from them.
Yes. Hopefully they don't notice any of us.
It's in their nature to notice. She's like trying to mutter words. I can take you on a safe path, but it's quite a trek. If you wish to see the Autumn Prince. I have not personally met him myself, but I know the way.
Well, let's get going.
This is really nice.
Probably for the best.
I would say that...
Why am I seeing you? And she suddenly the twitch, like the sudden twitch, and she questions something.
I want to insight check her.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
Like, what's up with her?
Why?
Oof.
Who are you?
Natural 20.
She is shy to an extent. There is a twitch she has, and
She like magic, possession, anything?
it
Like with the
looks
commanding
it
officer
looks
that was
like
under control?
when she stops, like when she's like continuously, when she doesn't stop like peering at the gem in her hand, she seems to twitch a bit, and when she stops doing it, she doesn't twitch. It seems like a nervous thing. But when she's doing it now, you hear now she's starting to question why she's talking to, why she's helping you already, why she's questioning already why she agreed to something she didn't even think of. And then
So
she goes
has
again.
She has a
Who
nervous
are
tick
you?
to stare at it.
Who are you? She's like stepping back further.
I'll stare
It's
at
not a
her.
nervous tick, it's like she's stimulating the gem and the gem is changing something.
We are just travelers trying to help out a friend who's in more dire need to have something potentially mended by the Autumn Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could help you
Oh.
too.
Yeah, we
Nobody
don't mean
can
any
help
harm to
me. This suddenly starts breathing heavily, like... you find
Hey.
him. And she runs off.
Oh, we gotta follow her.
I wouldn't, but
Just
She
skitters,
seems
like
like-
she runs quite fast off.
it
Oh.
looks like she is under some sort of internal conflict.
It probably wouldn't be best to follow her.
It's like chasing a wild animal into a corner.
Leave her be for
Yeah.
now. We have to find
Anyways,
the-
where do we go?
The Red Forest.
the Red Forest, my guy.
I guess
Let's
Mhm.
go.
toward the mountain that way.
Yeah,
that's
towards
where
the Red
samurai's
Forest.
pointing.
I want to say, the forest around the mountain, it's not a very thick set of forest, and it's mostly orange to brown woods. When you look the direction she's running, about 300 miles. It's a very straight, like there's no curvature. You realize that immediately, there's no curvature to this area. It's an oddly very thick forest just made of red leafed trees.
That's
Well,
convenient.
I guess
Red
we will
Forest.
follow her,
running,
but not.
she's running towards it.
I guess
Well,
we
I
gotta
would-
go that way then.
I would say that we have to follow her, but not actually follow her.
Mm.
Or just go in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you follow, sort of follow this fawn, Nilu, as she was called. As you sort of just walk slightly, just to keep with, you hear out shouting, "Stop following me!"
You damn narcissist, we're just going the same direction.
Go the other way.
You kind of told me to go this way.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Start
you
crying.
did.
There's no point in like shouting over it.
Well, she's all the way over there. How's he gonna fucking hear me if I look at? She's get it, dude. She's like half the size than when I saw her. She's going so quick over there.
Well, I believe shouting will just attract more attention.
Yeah, she did say there was dangerous creatures over here.
You're quite far away from that. Of course, you're still walking through plains.
Oh.
Right.
Either way, cautious.
Hey,
Cautious.
it could be a snake in this thick grass. Who knows?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, let's
Snake in
go
my
find a
boot.
naga.
Yeah, grass snake, you know? Yeah.
There's
Before
probably like
and
7
two.
bone nagas.
Yeah.
To continue further. Eventually, you don't see her anymore. But you know you are... I would say, like, after you walk for, like, 4 hours, it's still far away. Like, it's a very long trek. Like, you can still see it far off in the horizon, but it is still far away, and you're starting to feel tired. Because in your time, it's roughly midnight.
Mm.
But the sun hasn't gone down. You just feel your body's like, oh, it's been 24 hours.
Mr.
Maybe we
Huxley,
should
you
get
said
some
you
more.
had some sort of plan for next time we decide to lay down.
Um,
What's your grand scheme?
So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how this will work since we're in the Feywilds. But during that entire month of downtime, I spent almost all of it on this. And I'm going to cast Galder's Tower.
Yo.
Got his tower in anyway. Yeah, no, you place down that. Isn't it like a? I forget.
I renamed
What's the
it.
material? What's the material component?
So I need like a piece of like a rock or wood or anything.
Yeah, you just
I have
grab
a bunch of yeah. I'll take
grab
a
piece of
rock.
stone.
And I'll make a 2-story tower, and I will make the bottom floor a bedroom with the fireplace, with all the study, and I will make the top floor an observatory, the telescope.
All right, you place it down, and you actually says, "Stay back," and then it just as the entire fucking tower just gets created, and you see a large telescope on top.
And better yet, I'm going to cast it again, and I'm going to create a second building right next to it with an entire sauna with the washroom.
All right.
Ooh. Wait, you can make a whole tower, Huxley?
I told you I've been working very hard on this. I used to be quite the slacker at the very end of my days, but god damn have I been going through many heavy books lately.
Well,
Paid off though.
I can definitely say that, I guess. Either way, let's go ahead and lay down. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I'll
What's the
walk
side
into my
again?
tower.
Galder's tower.
Galder's Tower, yes.
Yeah.
Last library of Kavalish. Source book. Good.
I will take second watch.
You just walk into the building.
Always the other one in the building.
You walk into the building. It's a fine first floor bedroom. Beds for everybody. Fireplace in the middle. Quite homely.
Well,
As you
at this point, at least if something attacks, we'll be able to hear it outside.
Yes, I definitely agree, but I do think that maybe having a guard would be a good idea. But then again, I also have my trusty steel defender, and
Put him near the door.
well, is there a bedroom with a bed chairs? I assume we only have like one giant bedroom.
you had one large bedroom.
Yeah.
There's
It's
a ladder
basically
on
like
the
a
other
bunk
end.
room.
Wow, big
In
lady.
the other building, there are more things because it is 2-story. But otherwise, we're just in the sleeping one for now.
Well, I would definitely say that
Go memes.
go ahead and just leave the defender inside the in the bedroom and just have him by the door.
I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I can use that telescope to see anything.
Alright. Take through the telescope, you look through. See just tons of stars.
Is there can I like bend it down sort of? You know how they have like the big like rectangle in the circle in like planetariums?
Yeah. Bend down. See ground. See towards the forest, and you see it there.
Is there any sort of buildings or anything that stands out from the forest, or is it just a forest line?
It's a large forest line.
Okay, I guess that answers
How
my
far
question.
does it say? From where you are. Let me see. Maybe here. Oh no, you're on high ground. Technically. And higher ground because of the tower. You do see if you were to be southeast of where your tower is placed, you see on top of a large hill a giant structure with towers, gem inlaid items around it because you can see the glittering.
Mm-hmm.
It is far, far away. In the telescope, it's small.
Is it past the Red Forest?
It is in the Red Forest, or it could
Okay.
be behind the Red Forest. It's a bit difficult to say.
I am going to let everyone rest, and I'm going to make a sketch of this, and I'm going to make a paper replica with the origami.
All right. Also, as you're sitting in telescope, you being the only one awake, you hear downstairs like a knocking sound. I see if I can get this on the mic. I don't know if you picked that. Either way, you hear a knocking sound on the door downstairs.
My snow defender like immediately perks up a little bit.
Yep, but you do hear it.
I'm gonna go downstairs. Who is it?
Hello?
I'll open the door.
Hello? You see a familiar fawn.
Hey.
And she's like looking inside, confused.
Do you have a question or something?
I never seen such a clean place in a long time.
Do you have a place to sleep?
I sleep in the grass.
Do you know what a bed is?
I had a bed once. Yes, I had a bed once.
Well,
Soft.
I'm
fluffy
going
pillows.
to step back a little bit and reveal all of the other beds and the warm fireplace in the middle.
Looks towards the fire and is sort of like a enamored with. It's like a moth towards light. Just sits down. She walks in immediately and just sits down right next to the magical fire. Like it's like a. It's a. What's it called? A cobblestone circled fireplace where the fire is inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It has been cantrips, and this one is a spell. That is true.
2 third-level spells.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Get
Thank you for
fucked.
the
Oh
reminder.
boy.
Uh-oh, I also forgot about this.
Roll a d100.
2,
Fireball
2.
kills the satyr.
No, he rolls one. It's the first spell after.
Oh, that's actually, it's not horrible.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? He's like, his ass is dummy thick.
Oh, yeah, because you're in the Feywild. Roll again.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Ooh.
oh no!
No, that's actually really good.
Isn't that the
So,
one where it's like it goes fucking berserk for a minute?
That's a 1.
That's a
This
that's
gives
a
me all
1.
my sorcery points back. That's it.
Oh yeah, I got it mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah, so you... First of all, roll a d10. You get 2 years older when you cast your first spell. So what is your current age?
348.
Alright, you can feel there's just one teeny wrinkle just added. When you cast the first spell, then you cast the second one. But that didn't count. But because you're in the Feywild, it's the second one. You gain all your expended sorcery points if you had expended any.
My man's belongs in a home.
You still see though. You still see Neil is just enamored with this fire, and it's like cozying up next to it like a small, I would say, goat. Still laying on the stone floor.
Hey, I'm sorry. I have heard of someone else by a different name. What's your name again?
Nilu.
Nilu.
You look further now. It's a bit difficult to see before because of the... It's odd. Outside is almost like an orange color. Inside is just the normal color as always. You see better now. She has very thick freckles underneath her eyes and top of her nose. It was not visible in the start, but you see it now. And she's just glamoring with wide green eyes.
There's like Huxley's trying to like not like stare her in the eyes. Like he's like, oh, like fingers together kind of thing. I have other things I could show you that I don't think you've ever experienced before if you'd like to come with me.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm I'll bend luck and add a D4 to that.
I just been luck. Sure.
Okay. Well, do you know how there's a bunch of twinkly things up in the sky, right? The stars?
Yes, I know stars.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
You go up the ladder.
Up the ladder.
She
You're right, there is a ladder downstairs.
follows. It's a bit difficult for a fawn to step up a ladder, but she strong arms.
I know you're a bit bigger than my size, but this is a telescope.
What?
It's God, you don't know what glass or like.
I know what glass is. And she
Oh.
reaches into her bag and she shows you like a monocle.
Huh. Well,
Here,
this
see? And
uses
she's like moving it towards you. Make a perception
so
check.
imagine this. It's sort of
Me explaining things. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
You can do it. I said make a perception check when she showed you the monocle.
Ignored.
You notice there's a name on the monocle.
Mm-hmm.
It's half her fingers is covering it. But you see the end of something called Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
And there's a last name. Hyde. Hyde.
Oh.
She's covering up the rest of the name, though. She's like tapping the glass.
This belonged to Hyde.
Who?
It says it right there, and I'm gonna point right at it on the monocle.
Looks at it. Oh, yes. There's a kind man.
You've met him.
A few weeks back, yes. He arrived here. Yeah, a few weeks back.
Okay, a few weeks back in Feywild's time. Probably a long time ago.
Keep in mind, the innkeepers said 20 years since it's been to Willsden. Look for the tree.
Oh, God. Time's gonna be so much farther back when we get back.
Oh! Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
to the
know that
Feywild.
Feywild, did you? That's why you're like, oh, we're going to the Feywild. Oh boy,
Oh boy.
things gonna be fucking changed when we get back.
I forgot about that.
Topper's gonna be dead.
Oh wait, the tournament or fuck.
Oh shit.
Tournament's over.
What happened to the tavern?
Topper's
Well,
gonna be dead.
Who knows? Too late.
The Civil War's already halfway through.
You could have come back.
Yeah.
The Empire's just on fire.
The tavern's
Huxley's
been-
just gonna like close his eyes and he's gonna be like, I'm just gonna enjoy this time with this beautiful woman. I don't care.
You got something for goats, man?
Keep in mind, it's her fur only starts from the thighs, so the rest is just normal humanoid.
It's still workable.
Big lady.
Yes. She has thighs. That's all that matters.
I know, viewers, but I give you fan service. There you go.
Big lady.
Have fun.
So, couple weeks ago, huh? Well, I guess I can
Yeah.
wonder where he is now, but not that. That's my concern at this point.
I know where he is.
You do?
He asked me where he was, and I first was scared, and she's like starts slightly touching the gem in her hand again, and then stops. And he said that he was looking for some notable people, so I've sent him to my old home, the Den.
The den.
Yes, it's just north of here.
Huh. And so just north of here, right? And I'm gonna turn the telescope towards north.
You see the giant volcano immediately north. Well, it's
Oh.
it's more east, north, northeast.
Okay. And
She
I'll turn
starts-
it a bit more.
Yeah, you turn more and more and more. Eventually, due to where you are, you don't see much further north. It's just a bunch of more grass and trees. You're too far away in that direction, but she's like pointing out because she's not right, like cheek right next to yours, because she's trying to look for the same thing as you are, because you're
Yeah.
looking through it. She doesn't see anything because it's almost impossible to see with 2 eyes on the telescope. But,
Well, I didn't come up here to do this. I came up here to do this, and I'm going to get off of the telescope for a bit, and I'm going to go up to the front, and I'm going to lift it back up to where it points at the stars.
right. Where's at the stars?
So what this telescope should do is, as that monocle, I'm assuming you have it because you know what it does, it enhances things where if you put it over your eye. This telescope looks the same, except it has to stay here. There's a small piece of glass and a very big one at the very end. And I'm not going to explain the science behind it, but
What is
it
science?
really... I like stare at her. Oh.
You're saying words I don't understand all of it. I got this from him because he said he didn't need it, and it was a treasure for me. I had glass before. My old home had windows. We had a friend who used something called monocles. I don't remember exactly what they were, but they were on his eyes.
Yeah, do you
Strange
know how to
folk.
use this?
As he takes the monocle just up to her eye and like closes her right eye as it goes for the left and just sort of looks through.
Interesting, right?
I can't see anything.
It's probably... You can make glass for specific types of abilities for sight.
Oh.
Just look through the damn telescope. I can't explain this
Oh.
to you any more than I already have.
Okay. Just rubbing the gem a bit more as you raise your voice.
I shouldn't have done that. I'm very used to being hostile with the rest of my friends. I think they're friends. Huh. I never really thought about it. Regardless, I apologize.
Apology accepted. Look through here as she points at the points at the telescope.
Yeah, the tiny one at the bottom.
Looks through it and it's just a and you see like it's an odd moment of silence and you see like a singular tear on her right eye that's not looking through the telescope. It goes down her cheek.
Are you okay?
Beautiful.
I'm glad you like it.
This is like the fucking scene from a Sorcerer's Apprentice with the testicles.
Uh-huh, it is. She looks back at you. Thank you.
Anytime. As long as I'm in the Feywild, that is, right?
How long do you plan to stay?
Whenever I can get this me fixed. I don't really know, honestly. I'm kind of in a jumble. I've never met someone who's had the same condition as I do. Of course, yours is on a
Neither have
much.
I. Starts
I'm
clutching
unsure.
the gem again as she says so.
It'll be whenever I meet this autumn prince. I really hope he can help me.
I wish he could help me as well. If you're not staying for that long, you could watch stars more. Could come by this this home of yours.
I think I'd like that.
I feel like I've met
Yeah.
you guys before. Odd.
Have you?
Recently.
That's because you have.
Just like thinking heavily and touching the gem a bit more. I don't remember.
It might have to do with the nature of you in this place.
I can take you to him.
The Autumn Prince, correct?
I can. I know a path, a shortcut for the red leaf woods. It's a forest not far from here. It's dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
But I know
So I've
ways
heard.
of hiding away from creatures wilder than dragons.
What kind of creatures are there?
Creatures with corruption. Creatures that will suck your soul by simply a gaze upon them. Creatures you don't want to meet in your nightmares. She's gonna start shivering and touching the gem very, very quickly.
Hey, it's fine. They're not here, right? Looking at the stars.
Yeah. The stars. If you don't mind, could I rest close to your fire? I haven't had fire in a while.
Be my guest.
He goes downstairs immediately.
Damn. I'll go down the ladder too.
Already curled up somewhat next to the fire.
Like a moth to flame. I'll find a bed and I'll just lay down and try to fall asleep.
Alright. Hang on. By the way, for those who question it, both players and characters, and both players, characters, etc., and why you can see stars through the night sky of Feywild, because the telescope zooms in so far, it goes a bit beyond the Feywild magic. Because the stars, in technicality, is always there. For those who don't know, they're always up there. Because Feywild in its original state is just twilight. It's because of the place they're in. It's a bit odd. But the telescope zooms beyond the things because it's magic. Magic. Oh.
Magic.
I have been thinking of this for like days. So yeah, no, it makes sense. Don't worry. But yeah, you all eventually, through the night, don't hear any knocks anymore. As you all sort of wake up, you see now this fawn creature you've seen before, 7 feet tall, hitting the roof as she's stretching her back with her hands, like touching the roof with it.
What? Okay, so she's returned.
Oh, it's like Huxley's like getting up and he's drooled on his pillow. Yes, I let her in. As
Well-
he face plants back under the pillow.
I assume that she's not going to just run off again.
Again?
So,
I ran off before?
don't worry about it. Either way, you were leading us to the castle.
Yes, I agreed with your friends I would lead you to the prince yesterday. He showed me
All right.
stars.
I'll look at Huxley.
I give him like a thumbs up at like the bottom of my like bed, like my hands hanging off the side. You just see like the fist turn into a thumbs up.
I'm gonna say, I see you, Huxley. Do the little like eye pointing things.
I see him too.
You all can. Me especially.
I'm gonna.
Do you have monocles like this? She holds up like one more monocle. The same one from Huxley's last night, but you guys haven't seen it.
Oh, you guys should look at the name on that monocle.
Oh, let me see it then. I'll walk over and look at the monocle.
You see the monocle has a name on it, Dr. Thaddeus Hyde, implanted in the metal outline. It holds
Oh,
the
so he's been here. Lovely.
who?
Dr. Hyde. He's
Oh, the man that gave me this. Yes, a few weeks back.
Hey,
I
by
believe
chance,
it's weeks.
did you happen to know a Caslin?
Who?
Take that as a no.
all right. A few weeks back. Well, that leads to the question if it's only been a few weeks, but that innkeep said it was years. That doesn't bode well. I
Yes,
think we should probably
um,
quicken the pace.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably already been a big while.
For every hour, 70 years goes past. Interstellar music starts playing.
Yo, that fucking that movie was trippy.
I only know in love
love
is
it.
I've been
dead.
saving it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
That's
it's
gonna
actually really good.
Let's continue.
Yeah, it's fucking solid.
What would happen to Bo's parents if, depending on how long
Get old.
they
Yep.
die?
Oh no, Biff.
That being said, I do think we need to quicken the pace. But before we do, Miss Huxley, I would like to talk to you for a moment.
Sure.
And I'll take him to the corner of the tower. So we're to presume that this whole dimension that we're in progresses slower than our world or our plane, correct?
Yes, I came to that conclusion last night.
All right. Counterpoint. She says a few weeks, but she doesn't even remember yesterday that she ran off.
I was thinking that too, but at the same time, counterpoint. I think she remembers people who are nice to her. When I was talking to her yesterday, when I made her nervous, she started doing the same thing before she ran away. But Hyde, she remembers still. And she said Hyde was a very nice man. Just a hypothesis, but
Yes, but I also think that because of her aloofness when it comes to this type of what seems to be stress, it's hard to presume that it's actually been a couple of weeks and it could have been more a few months. But I would still like to make sure we're clear that we're not going to stay here too long. We
Of
definitely need
course.
to hurry up. I don't want to go back home and see that the potential war that we're trying to avoid suddenly happened, and we come to a new kingdom, or a bunch of dead civilians.
I would not like that too much either.
Yes, I think that it's best that we go ahead and move on.
Let's not make everyone panic. Maybe,
I'm not going to.
but we should hurry, everyone.
Yes,
All right,
I
guys.
agree.
We're skipping sauna.
Seen the others like
Aw.
using the monocle to look towards Aerith.
Yes.
No, she's just looking at you.
Oh, okay.
With the monocle, she can't see through it.
All right,
So-
it's early. I think we should go ahead and get moving.
Start going?
I think we still have a long way, don't we?
Yeah.
It's-
Do we?
From here, it's to the palace itself. She like stands there and thinks. It's a 5-day travel. On foot.
I think we should get going.
That is
5-day
through the
travel on foot.
forest. It is a 2-day travel to the forest edge.
All right.
We should not be in any trouble until then. The prince has sorted peacefulness around his kingdom.
Let's
The
go,
forest
boys.
is his protector and his enemy. And she starts getting nervous and starts clicking on the
Do we
gem.
have any way to make that faster?
Mm,
Running?
Flight is the best way of travel in the autumn grove, as the winds helps you travel fast, but I have no wings of flight.
I can carry one of you. If we choose to go this route.
I think that the faster we can make it, the better.
But not all of us can fly.
Yes, I realize that. I know that Mr. Henderson can do his own druidic magic
I
and
can
carry
do-
maybe one
I can
or
carry
two,
one small person.
one small person. So that's easily either me or Evlo.
Yes. If I were to go
Uh,
the flying route.
Do we have any other type of shape shifting magic?
Besides Gideon, no.
All right, so that plan's a bust for the most part.
Just have to go.
Yeah,
Well,
let's just go.
yep, we're wasting time at that point. I'll hop on my Stow Defender as we leave.
Speed run.
Alright,
Whee!
follow me.
Whee!
And she leads the way.
I guess
And- Are you guys polymorphing or wild shaping, or are you...
I will wild shape to a giant eagle.
So you can technically
can.
carry Gregory and Evlo.
We
we
still
don't-
don't have anyone for one other person or two people.
You're a party of 8 at the moment.
Yeah,
Oh.
we don't have any other ways to
Yeah.
cause
We
it.
don't have for the other
Yeah.
people, so we have to walk. We gotta walk.
Yeah, the
Okay.
fly spell only lasts 10 minutes, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna save it.
don't
Alright.
got that good old polymorph yet.
Stepping on the beach.
Do, do,
Alright.
do, do, do,
As
do.
you all start your trek further for your now 2 days travel towards the Redleaf Woods, the forest of pure red leaves, we're going to end our session there. Welcome to the Feywilds.
You put us into one hell of a fucking place, man.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, man.
You put us into one place that I learned a little bit too much about, and it's like, I don't have a character that knows anything about the Feywild. Hooray!
For once, the story was focused on me. Yay! I'm happy about it.
Let's go.
There's a lot of things that I had planned. A lot of shit was for Caslin, so here you go.
Yeah,
yeah.
fair enough. We
So, before we end our stream, because I forgot it last time, I'm gonna do it now. We were going to thank everybody who has followed and everything, because I'm smart. I forget to do it at the end. So, finishing off our game here, I would like to thank for the current followers we got through this evening stream. Lunar was here. Tentastash. Lunar IPv4. Hooligan. And Beastie Man 2016 for following. As well, our first ever tip by Hooligan247. $3. Telling us, you guys put in a lot of effort here. Can't wait to see more. Thank you, Hooligan.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Thanks,
We will
man.
continue
Fun.
our stuff
Mike moment.
further. As well, thank you all so much for tuning in. Those who did it on Twitch. Those who see the Twitch VOD probably either tonight or tomorrow morning. It will be back on YouTube on Mondays as usual. So thank you all for tuning in for everything. Hope this next adventure is going to intrigue you as the dynamic front now venture into the magical world of the Feywild. So, thank you all so much for coming. I've been Stylo, your
Yeah.
DM. These been your
You're gonna get
players.
fucking killed.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ah.